Hey guys, what's going on? Uh, it's Friday. Doink. Look at, I'm all by myself. It was just getting late, and I got the invites out, but I couldn't wait any longer because it's getting late. Like I said, it's getting late, and I didn't want to go too late, you know. But anyways, what are you guys doing? What's happening? It's Friday. How was your week at work? How was what are you guys doing the weekend? Are we going anywhere? Are we doing anything? What's the scoop? Speak to me. Speak to me. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. But oh look, I got a little toy today. The other day, rather. So we'll see how that works. Kim Geek, how are you? Oh, Kim, I'm glad you're here because I didn't do a what do you call it? So now I got to do one. Uh, do a short rundown. Let me see. Bird Dog 1227. She was the first person here. Thanks, Bird Dog. Appreciate it, hon. And I love my cup. Jay Watt, what's going on, brother? Stumpet. Stumpet, look what I got. Gadget Ninja 1, how are you? How you been? Good to see you. BBZ, what's going on? Yeah, I did. I had a great time fishing. Um, Swansea Searcher in the house. DSW Outdoors, what's going down? Gear Grind 19. How we doing, bud? Oh, who else? Who else? Let me see. Groovy outside. How we doing? Girls like guns too. Thank you, Jen, for stopping in. It's always a pleasure. Hope everything's been well. Rich, the tactical plumber, how are you? And geek. Alrighty. Thanks, Mister my southern brother. It's good to see you, sir. Um, but we'll have to catch up one of these nights, brother. All right. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah. So, like I said, you guys, I'm just waiting on a few people that I invited. Uh, we'll go from there. Uh, and yes, I got to go ice fishing. And yes, I caught a trout. It was an absolute great day. I went with working class woodsman, and I went with Saj Farid. No, what's the name of his thing now? Is Woodsman School in Maine Guide or something to that effect. But at any rate, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Saj. Uh, so, anyways, the three of us went, had an absolute blast. We each caught a fish. A bunch of flags went up. Took the bait, but that's okay. We ate like kings. Uh, it was a great time, absolute great time, and I can't wait to do it again. I absolutely can't wait to do it again. Um, it was just it was just a great time. Great time, great people, great food. It's a win-win-win. You know. Uh, and not this weekend, as i.e. tomorrow or Sunday, but the following weekend, next weekend, I'm going with my kid brother out in the western part of Massachusetts. So I can't wait for that. And tentatively, might be going Thursday. So I just like getting out. I like being outside. I like doing things. You know, I just like being outdoors. You know what I mean? But anyway, wow. If I don't get people in it, we're in big ass trouble. So what have you guys been up to? You guys out in the comments, tell me what you guys have been up to. How was your week at work? What are we doing over the weekend? Uh, somebody must be doing something over the weekend. I don't even care what it is. You know? As long as we have fun doing whatever we do, who cares, right? But tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Gotta get some ties, yada, yada, yada. Gotta do a few other things. But that's right, I forgot, Kim. Yeah, you won't have any calls Saturday or Sunday, Rich. Hey, Double K, how are you? Gonna be 50 here tomorrow, or something to that effect. 48 or something on Sunday or whatever. Freaking weather, I'm telling you. It actually sucks. You know? But, Rich, do you ice fish? Or fish in general? Or hunt? Cockeye, how you been? Good to see you. I gotta do an unboxing of like 5 different things. Bought an M&P 3-inch Pro Series 1911, picking it up tomorrow. Awesome, dude. That's pissa. Game Geek, it was actually in the 60s today. Had very strong winds, but the temp was beautiful. That's cool. Well, that's cool, Rich. Thanks, Double K. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you guys watching them. It really was a good time. But yeah, like I was saying, I have an unboxing to do. Like there's no tomorrow for like 5 different things. So I think you know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what to do. I got the one from Stumpet just came in tonight. I got Bird Dogs came in the other day. I bought. Well, you guys know I bought the wool hat and mittens from Mrs. Parker's Ridge. But at any rate, did somebody hit like the millions and pass it on YouTube tonight? Because there's nobody that I invited is here right now. Stump is, excused. He's sleeping because he's got to work in the morning. But at any rate, so he bought an M&P 1911. Chewed it. Take it out and go shooting. You know? I'm sure you'll have fun. There you go. Take it out, shoot. So, so if you watch Sarge's video, okay, um, on the fishing that we did, you'll see that um, you'll see something funny is what you'll see. Uh, I'm pulling up the rear. Uh, it's Sarge's um, channel name is Woodsman School and Guide Service. So if you go over there, you'll see it because you would think that I would be able to. Hunts, what's going on? Good to see you. You would think that after being on YouTube for as long as I have been, that I would be able to um, put shit in links and everything in here. And one of these days, I'll sit down and try to figure all that bullshit out. But yeah, so go check them out. Um, real cool guy, really cool guy. Um, Woodsman School and Guide Service. You just type that in. Saj is a real good guy. He's got a great channel. So you guys like it. Hey, Rich, good luck, man. Going to the casino. Down there, Foxborough. Which one? Maybe shoot on Sunday. There you go. So cool. But anyway, Hans, good to see you. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say, and you'll see me pulling the sled and pulling up the rear, as they say, and I commented on his video, and I said, "Can I have the light one next time?" But anyway, hey, what's going on? Freedom Bushcraft. Good to see you. I miss you guys. I'm on Jamie time on Saturday nights, and I don't get to see. Um, well, you know what I mean. Live, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are on Wednesday nights, and the Thursday mornings I work super early, so it's kind of hard for me. But I do watch the reruns of your chat. You know, always like that chat. You guys know that. Yeah, I remember when you guys had him on your chat. Remember? That was a great night. Great night. Um, yeah, so I just jokingly saying to Saj, I says, can I have the light sled next time? But no, it was a very chilly, cold morning. I think when we left, we all got together and met at WCW's house. I want to say it was like -6 when we got there. It was a very chilly morning. The wind was good to us, so that helped us out. But very chilly, very, very chilly morning. Chilly day, too, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am. Mr. Tall, I sent you a thing, bro. Where are you? Get in here, please. I'm talking to myself, and I suck at it. I'm going to start answering myself back soon. But, so, but it was just a great time. And Saj, great guy. Sarge is like he's just a stand-up guy. He's stand-up guy, and I love that. Great guy, great guy. Knowledgeable as all hell. You know, I'm fishing with two. You want to talk about a grown ass man that felt like a boy amongst the men, right? I'm fishing with WCW and I'm fishing with Sarge. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ah, I was like, it was awesome. Just a great time. Yeah, double K it was. We had some jokes and laughs about the name of the shack called the Clam. Believe me. Um, but yeah, no, it was a good time. But if you guys like to watch Freedom Bushcraft, you don't mind if I plug your chat, do you? Um, they have a chat on Wednesday nights. Bushcraft, camping, all that stuff. It's on Wednesday nights. I believe it's at 10 o'clock at night. Alan, you still here? It, it's 10 o'clock, right? I believe it's 10 o'clock on yeah 10 o'clock Wednesday nights. Uh, it's a great chat. It's a great chat, you guys. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead over and check it out. um, Good chat, good people. Mr. Tolley, thank you for rescuing me. Uh-oh. Are we having audio problems again? Mr. Tolley's here and he can't hear me or I can't hear him, one or the other. Hey! Mr. Informed State of Mind. Sir, would you like to or can you like to chat with us for a little while? We're just chatting about stupid shit. We're not chatting about nothing, important. Mr. Tolley,
It's all important.
oh, I got a couple of words there, bud.
It's all important, Mike.
What's all important?
Everything.
Because you're coming in jumbled on me, though.
Is it any better?
A little bit. A little staticky, but... Luke, you want to come in and say hi?
How's that?
That's a little better.
Is it any better, Mike?
That's a lot better, my friend.
Well, I mean, kind of see what I had my headset unplugged. I know this thing's got a crappy mic. So.
Let me see if I can... I can't do anything from this end, I don't think, Mr. T.
What?
Let me,
You hear me? That's good, right?
Yeah, but you're going good for like 20 seconds and then... Yeah.
Oh, that's probably me.
Luke, no problem, Luke. Just, it's awesome I'm seeing you and thank you for popping in. So, as a matter of fact, for those of you that may not know it, while he's here, he's going to say, "Oh, Mike, you don't have to do that." I'm going to anyways. So I'm thinking about having a chat, right? And this is when me and Ohio were the quote unquote after chat of the conundrum. And so I was talking. Actually, I was talking to a couple of people, but Luke was nice enough to literally tell me how to do it. We had a private chat, and I wrote everything down. So Luke's the one responsible for me being able to do all this shit. And it's always good to see you, my friend.
Lying sack of shit, Mikey.
No, the fuck I'm not. I am telling the truth like there's no tomorrow. You know I don't lie. I'm glad you decided to take your freaking.
Mikey.
Hang on a
What are
second.
you
What?
doing, man?
So just try. Shut that TV off on me, will you? Say hi to Dish and Mr. Tolley. That good
Hey,
girl.
camera girl.
Um, you all right? All right. So what are you guys up to, Mr. Tolley? What are you up to?
Oh, got some wallets that I'm working on.
Nice. Right back at you, bird dog.
Other than that, just working for a living.
I hear you.
I did trade off my truck this week.
You did?
Yep. I traded it in for a piece of crap Chevy Suburban.
Shit.
Well, my truck was needing a lot of repair work.
Yeah. I'm going to need a lot of repair work myself. I'm with you. I got to go get tires tomorrow. But.
Well, yeah, tires were just the start of it.
Oh, yeah, I have no catalytic converter. I got a straight pipe in my car. Oh, trust me, I'm with you.
Tires for a 4x4 truck don't get expensive.
Right. My own mechanic took the catalytic converter off. But and put a straight pipe on the jackass. But sweetheart, love you too.
Thought it was against the law for them to take that off and put straight pipe on there.
It is.
Yeah, last I knew
thought
it was.
so.
It's totally. That's what I'm saying. My own mechanic did it.
Damn.
Which is, funny in a way. Like sarcastic funny. That he would do something like that. Or the a mechanic would do something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Gig riding, you're awesome. So what are you up to, Dish?
Not much. Not much at all. You eat your trout yet?
No. I haven't been getting home. I'll probably eat that tomorrow for lunch. I've been getting home too late to cook it. Just haven't had the energy to cook it.
Right.
But I'll cook it up tomorrow. Saj has a video out that he wanted me to look at about cooking trout, so I'm gonna go take a gander at that and maybe do
You're
it.
out there fishing with the big wigs, Mikey. I'm proud of you.
Let me tell you something, right?
Damn.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I just said it. I don't know if you were here earlier when I said it. I'm a grown-ass 48-year-old man,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like the boy amongst the men. I really, truly did, though. I mean, these guys. I mean, but they're wicked cool guys. You know what I mean? And but it was just, because I never used my tip ups before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, I didn't even use mine. We were using Ed's. Ed let me use. WCW let me use like 3 of his, 4 of his. So I didn't even bring my Frables, the 10-inch round ones I got. I mean, I brought them, but I didn't. I didn't line them or anything. He's like, nah, screw that. Just use it. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I've only jigged.
Right.
I mean. So, right. But wow, what a time. What a time. And it was cold. Whew, was it cold? But I'll tell you, running for the so you warm up, and I was dressed too. So, but
that's the thing too. As long as they're biting, you're warm. But when they stop, it's cold as shit.
But we had the clam, so I don't know if you saw Saja's video. We got that. We had WCW's Ice Shack, and we had the stove because we cooked breakfast on it and lunch on it. So that thing heated right up to like 60 degrees when he wasn't even there 15 minutes.
Okay.
But it was nice. It was a great time. Hey, Michelle. Michelle, did you get any of my texts at all? Like at all? Because I got my my package that you sent me, and I loved it. Hey, Fuzz T Fork, what's going on?
What kind of line was he using? It almost looked like
It almost looked like yarn, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really did.
And it felt like it, but it wasn't. And I'll tell you what, I'm telling you, Dish.
Yeah.
That thing must have taken 100 feet of line.
Okay.
We were in 8 to 10 feet of water. We're about probably 12 feet offshore, 15 feet offshore.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no way in hell why that fish is still on the line. If you think about it, with the debris and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the weird part about it is that the flags weren't going up or anything, so we decided to come up and just check the bait. And we're checking bait, and that's how we knew it was it. I mean, because the flag number went up.
Oh, okay. So it was in his mouth. He was just sitting there.
He was just sitting there. But what happened is we think a lot of they were freezing on us too, you know.
Oh yeah,
But,
sure.
Yeah. But it was a good time. And they caught, if you saw Sarge's video, Sarge caught a nice, beautiful largemouth bass, and so did WCW. WCW dumped his back in, and Sarge kept his, and we filleted that later on. WCW filleted that later on, so it was pretty cool.
Does he? I mean, he obviously already knew the Sarge, or how did that work out? I mean.
Yeah, they've known each other. Yep.
Okay.
And they've gotten together quite a few times. But yeah, what a great guy, you know.
Yeah, I was watching your video, and I'm like, that's not Sarge Ferrier, is it? Mikey's fishing with the Sarge. I'm like, no shit. No way.
I'm telling you, I was with the big boys.
No shit.
I felt like, you know what I mean? I was like, well, I'm fishing with the big boys.
That's awesome.
Because I pull in the driveway, I followed him in, and I'm like, that's got to be him. So I pull in, and of course WCW's in the driveway waiting on us, and we pull in, and I got out, and he's like, holy shit, Mikey D, we finally get to meet. I was like, hi.
A little kid.
Yeah, but it was weird for like 2 seconds, and then it was cool because he was right up. You know, he was you know, he's so down. You know what I mean? He's so down to freaking earth. He's awesome. He's just regular guy. He's just regular guy.
Right on. Yeah.
You know, both of them, and you know.
Well, that's super cool.
What'd you expect them to be?
No, I didn't expect anything else. It's just weird. It's just not weird. How do I say it? That's a dumb word to use.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Cool, man.
Wicked pisser.
Wicked pisser. As us Massachusetts assholes say. Or massholes, as they call us.
Right.
But, oh, let me tell you about WCW. Can he cook a friggin' meal? So get this, right? I never eat breakfast unless it's Saturday morning or whatever with the kids. So I ate breakfast like a king, had a couple of eggs on a bag. Oh, my God, right? Then we had wild turkey stew for lunch.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed and had dinner with WCW, and because I was sick, I didn't go to FedEx, so so I ate dinner.
Safe with us, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys. Aren't gonna rat me out, are you?
Hell no.
But
I don't know how many of your FedEx buddies are watching though.
that'll be about a happy 0.
Unless my knife doesn't arrive, then I might have to say something.
Right. yeah, so we ate like kings, and because now I'm driving home in a snowstorm, so that was fun too. But no, it was a great time, absolute great time.
Cool.
You know, I was saying to everybody before that uh, I wrote down on Sarge's. I just watched the video that he posted, and I wrote down on Sarge's. Do you think I can get the light sled next time? Because the two pack a day guy, you know, out of shape, you know, it went like this: working class woodsman, and he's pulling his what do you call it? You know, the ice house, the shack, the clam, and I have his backpack on and things in the sled, and then Sarge at his sled, and I'm like, hang on, guys. Let me tell you something, because it was like, I don't know, it was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of snow, probably 3 inches of snow on the ice. So, and it's, lakeside, it's drifted, you know what I mean? So, you'll get it where there's none, and you'll get somewhere it's, Yeah, I was, bird dog, I wasn't huffing a little, sweetie, I was huffing, period. Of course, don't forget, it's like 0, a little less than 0. So all that nice cold air going into my inflamed lungs was just making me cough like a bitch to begin with. Whether I was, you know what I mean? You know how it is for you guys that smoked, anybody that smoke? But wow. So you know what I went out? You know what I went out and bought yesterday? Of course, you wouldn't know it by me having this right now, but I went out and bought one of those yesterday.
Oh, you can't smoke them at the same time, Mikey. Stop.
Why not? I'll smoke anything at the same time.
No, you'll die. They're not supposed to intercross. It's like the patch.
Oh, stop it. Hunts, you're awesome. Congratulations for being able to do that. I know, Gear, I know. Hey, Todd Mitch, what's up, buddy? But anyway, it was a blast. Hey, David Marshall.
You're so funny, Mike. You're talking to the trolls now.
Oh, yeah. I was rubbing elbows with the fucking presidents. You know. Fuzz, I can't wait to get a fishing a shanty. I can't wait to get one. And yes, Dish, I'm gonna smoke in it. But if I get a shanty, I'm gonna have to send a ticket to Dish. She's gonna have to fly out. I
have a 2-seater shanty in the basement just waiting for me.
Right.
Still there.
Right.
Somebody didn't sell it.
That's what do you call it? I forget his channel name. He's up here. He fishes on Winnipesaukee, not a lakes up here in New England. I forget his channel name. Oh, what the hell is this channel? Something outdoors. But anyway, he's got one of those 2-seaters. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Because they go like, it's like a beach thing. It goes like this. Does yours go like that too?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So like you can, if the wind changes, you can go bloop.
Yes.
That's awesome. Those are awesome.
Pull it out and put it over.
Why can I not find shit when I want it?
Because you're a PH. Ah! Oh. I'm sorry. Did I just say that out loud? Holy fuck! I didn't mean that.
I didn't hear it.
Did, dickhead.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Do you forgive me?
I'm thinking about it.
Fuzz T, you gotta go back. Fuzz T, go back to fishing, bro. It's a lot of fun. You know that. You've already done it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even when I was jigging before, I think ice fishing's cooler than regular springtime, summertime, fall fishing, to be honest with you.
I don't know about that, Mike.
I don't know what it is. You know when I go fishing in the summertime? Just when the girls want to go, because my son doesn't fish. Just when the girls want to go. Daddy, can we go fishing? Yep, let's go. And I'll take them fishing. I won't go fishing by myself just to go fishing. I used to. I used to do it frickin' every day up until I was in my mid-20s. But see, the lake I'm on up there now, right? You can't keep, well, I can't say you can't, but you're not supposed to eat none of the fish. Well, unless you're an adult, you can eat like one every 3 months or something stupid like that. What the hell the rule is?
Mercury, huh?
Mercury's horrible.
Damn it.
So, and I'm really not a catch and release guy.
Yeah.
You know, so I just don't go unless I'm with, like I said, unless I'm with the girls. That's all right. WCW said I'll change that. But the sucky part is I had to go out and buy tackle for my other stuff because I left that in an ex-girlfriend's basement somewhere, and that's gone.
I might still be there.
No, she's gone. She sold the house and everything. But no biggie. You know. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm going next weekend with my kid brother. And then Thursday, when I go Thursday, because where did I put them? Oh, they're in my, I don't want to have to get up. Because MJP was nice enough to, well, you know the package MJP sent me. Don't you?
Yeah, when did you get that, did you say?
I got that the other day.
Yeah, the other day.
And, you know, it had the hooks and everything in it. And the wife loved her keychain. And, of course.
Is that the day that falls in between Tuesday and Wednesday?
I don't know. Fuck the other day.
The other day.
I really don't know.
It's got day in it, so I figure it must be in there someplace.
And of course, there's a pink hook in there.
A pink hook, yeah.
So you know I'm gonna use that one first.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have to get that on camera somehow. Even if I'm by myself, I'm gonna have to kind of, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She said that she's gonna send your knifey out.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, sweetheart. Tell her not to worry about nothing.
All right.
I almost bought one of those selfie sticks. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
You should have, Mikey.
But I need, Michelle, you know what I need it for? So I want to, you know how they fold and do all this, right?
Yes.
So I figured if I can get it to fold up and I can rest it, and then I can do a video, you know, when the girls aren't around. Like if I don't have anybody to hold a cell phone for me. SKS.
That's why we use tripods.
Yeah, but for a cell phone?
Yeah.
Hey, give me 1 sec, Mr. Tolley. Hey, SKS, how are you? Glad to see you in my chat. But SKS says, fucking just got blocked from Johnny's chat for saying hi to Jay Craig.
Damn.
Well, welcome to this chat, SKS. You know you're always welcome. I'm not going to block you.
Sitting here quietly, not saying shit.
Right? But, yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I got to tell you, though, I'd be divorced if I lived where you guys lived. If I lived in Minnesota, or I lived in Michigan, or...
Why is that?
Why? Because it's colder out there than it is out here, and I'd be fishing like a sumbitch, and I wouldn't have to worry about, oh, it's 50 degrees. You guys don't see 50 till what, fucking June?
Mike?
What?
It was 45 today.
Yeah, but you still got 2 feet of ice.
No, 17 inches.
Okay.
That video is coming yet.
You can still drive you can still drive your truck out in the ice.
Yes, you can.
Can't do that here.
Nobody ever believes that. So I did a video the other day.
Oh,
I
did
haven't
you?
got it posted yet, but I did a video drive up. Yeah, I drove on the lake and shit.
Yeah, we always drive on the ice.
Yeah. Makes life a lot easier, you know. No huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it was the first time I pulled a sled without driving a sled in front of it.
Really?
Yeah, I've always, anytime I had a sled, I've been, you know, if I was pulling wood, pulling whatever, I was on a snowmobile doing it.
Huh.
Wow, Stan got banned too. Okay, so what the fuck is going on with Johnny's chat tonight? Did you say roll tide? Wow. Greg is saying a troll got a wrench. Bullshit, a troll got a wrench. There's no way a troll got a wrench. Those aren't handed out. You can't just get a wrench. Somebody has to be given a wrench. Johnny must be in a bad fucking mood, huh?
I don't even get a wrench, and I've been here since you started this.
I don't know how to give them out. Somebody would teach me how to give them out. Everybody.
That's where the problems come from. I don't want a wrench.
I don't know how to do it. T.I. did it for himself one night. Mike, I gave myself a wrench. Oh, okay. What's the wrench do?
If that's true, I think it's effing hilarious. I'm just saying.
No, he somehow or another. No, I swear to God, this is probably maybe a month ago. T.I. was on the chat with me, and I had an issue with a real ignorant. I mean, all trolls are ignorant. Don't misunderstand me, but this one was especially ignorant, and I was to a point where I was going to go off, and I don't know whether he showed me how to do it or whether I gave him controls of the fucking. I don't know how it went, but I think T.I. is the only one on my chat that's got a fucking wrench. I don't even have a fucking wrench. Look.
You don't need a wrench, Mikey. You don't need when you're running it.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a wrench on Michelle's, and
I know.
Michelle has a wrench on hers, doesn't she?
No. No, she don't need a wrench. She's running it, so she doesn't need one. And you're running it, so you can block anybody you want to. No, I'm just saying, you don't need a wrench. You can give them out to people, but no, you don't need one.
You know who I gotta get a hold of is Sask13. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Michelle said you're stressing her out, Mikey. Yeah, she says my neck red yet.
What happened, honey? How am I stressing her out?
It's red when she gets stressed, so she's wanting to know if it's turning red. You know how she is about chats.
I know.
So
Stan wants to play Dodge the Wrench.
Yeah. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
all right.
Bird Dog, you see Sask?
Well, I'm sorry, guys. We don't do that over at the Quagmire and Jammy Time. Just saying.
Yeah, right. Dodge the wrench. I mean the wrench.
The wind. Geez, that's bad.
I know. I just slip of the tongue of the slip. Hey, Saint, how are you? You don't answer your bell either.
Explain that a little bit.
Oh, Saint, get on here. Saint, I'm going to send you yet again another invite. And if you don't answer this one right, I'm never, ever, ever gonna send you another invite. And you know what? People that know me know I'm not even joking. So we'll
and I'm speaking for me over at Jamie Time. Trust, bitch.
All right, because when they hear this doink, now Mr. Tolley and Dish will hear it. That you guys on the chat room won't hear it, but they'll hear it. Okay, and it says invitation posted. If your ass don't come in here and explain your damn self, and I don't want to hear, you know, let me see. They're messed up with the wrenches over there. Yeah, they're messed up with the wrenches. You know what happened with the wrenches over there? Somebody was tipping a couple back. Don't want to mention any names. Okay?
Oh, God.
Did I just say that out loud?
Oh, God.
And people just got busted with the wrenches. I'm telling you, that's what happened. And I wasn't even there. I don't care about brushing your hair. You don't even have any hair. Well, Bird Dog, thank you for letting me know about that. And and here's another thing, right? So I tried to text people outside of the U.S. Seems as if I can get texts from people. Hey, Partisan Girl, good to see you. Seems as though I can get texts from people outside the U.S. I just can't text those people. So I called my cell phone carrier, which I fucking hate, and I said, hey, why can't I text Canada? And they said, well, because you don't have international calling. I go, it's fucking 2016. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I can't text the fucking country. I says, if I had them old Nextels, I said, my boss went down to the Grand Caymans, brought his Nextel with him. Blink. Hi, how are you doing? How you doing? Oh, I'm sitting on the beach. Da, da, da. Don't give me that bullshit that you can't do
it. Right?
Oh, for $10 extra a month. I goes, oh, of course it's $10 extra a month, some bitches.
You must be with Verizon.
No. Oh, hell no. I can't afford them. Eagle Eye, thank you for coming by. Metro PCS. And I'm going to tell you something about Metro, okay? When they got bought out by, or merged, bought out, no, they got bought out. When they got bought out by, what's the other one? It's not Sprint, it's not Verizon, it's not AT&T. Who's the girl who used to drive the pink motorcycle on? Michelle should know this one, on the commercial.
T-Mobile, she said.
T-Mobile, thank you. When T-Mobile bought Metro PCS out, my phone and my reception went to shit.
Yeah, because T-Mobile sucks.
I'm telling you, I was out in the middle of nowhere in Maine. I mean, in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm the wife's calling me. Friggin', no problems. Okay, I can't go 40 miles down the street and make a fucking phone call on my phone, for Christ's sake. It sucks. Oh, Tyler, he's got blocked too. Hey, Tyler, do me a favor. Tyler, do me a favor. Make up a troll account. Go in Johnny's chat and tell everybody, hey, come to Mike's chat. He won't walk in. I'll send you something. Hey, Frankie, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. STL Tony, what's going on? Good to see you.
This is better than Christmas, Mikey. I'll tell you this shit right now.
Right?
Some lady came up to us in the store and said, I love your jacket. I about puked in my mouth.
Ah, Fuzz Team, sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, jeez.
The young is in his socks and shoes on. Welcome to the barefooted.
What did Michelle say? I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm trying to. What did Michelle say?
She said that some.
It's my ass.
She should knock it off.
Don't even tempt me.
Don't even tempt me, Sid.
And don't threaten me with a good time.
Bird Dog said, Michelle, we hear you.
It's good that Mikey quit ignoring me every time I text you and say, I didn't get your text.
Sweetie, I accidentally proved it to you the last time, but I didn't put my finger over the thing.
Unblock me, man. Unblock me.
Wrong chat, Michelle.
Sweetheart, I would not. Exactly. Nobody gets blocked in this chat.
Right.
Unless you're a dumbass troll. And Saint, see, Saint, that lying fuck. I knew he wasn't going to come in. He's all done.
He said he was combing his hair.
You don't have any hair.
Block his ass, Mikey. Block his ass.
I'm gonna. As soon as he comes out, I'm gonna block him. Fuck you. You're done. You think the conundrum's bad? You ain't seen shit yet. Bye. I hear that, Fuzz. Hey, Gadget Ninja 1. I showed you earlier, I think. What, honey? Ace Outlaw. Good to see you. Yeah, right? Oh, Stan, really? Yeah, something I didn't know. I'm on my way. Can that guy get a beer? Well, let me tell you something. If you're a beer drinker, then you always keep them within an arm's reach. Or is that just me? They're always within an arm's reach. You don't even need to get up. You put the cooler right there in front of you, man. What the fuck? But maybe I used to do things, obsessively when it came to my drinking.
He's from the West Coast, Mikey.
Yeah, I mean, because there wasn't, when I was drinking, I didn't have to get up to get a beer. I didn't send the girlfriend to get my beer. It was right beside me. That way there, I didn't have to get up because I was fucking lazy back then. Well, maybe not back then, but maybe still am a little bit. Just a little. No, but. Oh! He's probably combing the hair on his back. You're right.
Ugh.
You can tell a man has a ton of hair on his back when he can braid the hair right here on his fingers.
True.
When he's got hair down on his fingernails. Oh, yeah, that motherfucker. He's got a blanket on his back.
And his shirt kind of sticks up in the back.
Right.
There he is.
All right, I'm here. You can block me now.
Fucking time, you fucking asshole. I'm going to tell you right now. Dude, if you didn't come in, I swear to Christ, I was going to fucking block you. Because I take it personally when I invite somebody to a chat like 18 million times, and they don't even respond by saying, I'm tired, whatever, Like tonight earlier, I invited Stump, but then Stumpette let me know that, Stump's in bed because he has to work in the morning. So that, that's a legit excuse, obviously. You just don't have any because I invited you 8 million times. You didn't even come in. Now, yeah. Give us the lowdown on who is blocking people over at Johnny's chat. Because I don't need Johnny. Let me tell you something. Johnny's a lot of things, but he ain't going to just start fucking blocking people from his chat. And it ain't TR. So, who else is on the panel tonight?
All right, so the panel.
I'll give you one hint. Go ahead.
What? That's Michelle just playing, drinking a Mountain Dew.
No. Let's pretend this isn't. Let's pretend this isn't Mountain Dew.
Oh, drinking? TR.
Yeah, come on. TR ain't doing that. So, all right, go ahead. Give us the lowdown.
No, anyway, it's just Matt and Misfit. Six was on for a little while.
Well, Misfit wouldn't do that. Misfit's a cool guy.
Mikey, nobody can hand them out except for the person that's running the chat or somebody that has access to the account. So.
Really?
Yes.
So what happened is they got a troll in there, and he had a bunch of accounts, and he started trolling the heck out of it. And so Johnny gave several people the wrench, including myself. And I think he gave the wrong person a wrench. He gave a troll a wrench. He gave it to some guy named Tyler Gavin instead of Tyler East. And so Tyler East was supposed to get it, but I think some guy named Tyler Gavin got it, who's a troll. And so the troll just went in and just started
Fucking
just
people.
blocking everybody.
Well, let me tell you something. If Johnny wasn't a fucking Roll Tide fan, this never would have happened. Now, that sucks. In all seriousness, that sucks a dick. That a troll would actually do that. And that's just real bad. I mean, you're fucking with people's accounts and you know what I mean?
So then what happens now? This chat ends. What happens next week when they go to watch and comment again?
Well, unless Johnny can find out.
Blocked?
Unless Johnny can find out who we accidentally gave, like you said, Tyler, whatever, okay? And then where's Dish? Dish, can he take the wrench back?
Yes, yeah, but I mean, he's gonna have to go through
Yeah,
there.
he's gonna have to go through a ton of, right.
He has to take the wrench away from them.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing a little bit.
But don't the wrenches disappear when the chat goes away?
No.
Nope.
No, when Michelle gave me a wrench for Jamie time, 2 weeks ago, whatever the hell it was. So tomorrow night on Jamie time, there'll be a wrench next to my name.
Oh, wow. But we think we know who. So it's the Tyler Gavin dude. So they know who it was who got it mistakenly. I think they're trying to figure out how to get away from him now. Because you can't. If they got the wrench, then it's hard to control him, I guess.
Hey, Oily, how are you, sweetheart? Fucking Frank, it was a conspiracy.
You know who it is, you can just block them.
Hey, you ready? Frank says it was a conspiracy, but Matt won't admit they exist. That's fucking priceless.
That is good.
You're right,
man.
Double K. Hey, Dish, tell Michelle that Double K says Michelle will figure that out for Johnny. She's the super detective.
Yeah, she will.
She is. Oh, Fuzz T. I don't know if I can read that one out loud, Fuzz T.
Ooh.
Hey, so I was on Jamie time when? I wasn't on Wednesday night because I had to work. Last Saturday?
A little salt.
I hear you, PG. I hear you. You ain't alone, brother. But anyway, well, it's good to see you, Saint.
So that little heater worked in that ice shack?
It wasn't even a heater, dude. It was the Coleman, the Coleman stoves?
Stove, rather, yeah.
Stove? Dude, it was the nuts. But yeah, because it's a thick walling. Thick walling. What am I, stupid tonight? Just help me out here. The
It's got a thick gauge steel?
No, it's like the fabric on the wall of the shanty, if you will.
I'm sorry, Mikey, I'm listening.
It's really thick. What's that shit made out of, Dish? On the shanties, on those pop-up shanties.
Oh, I mean, they're all different. I don't know.
But they're all thick. They're thick though.
Yeah, they've got them that are like
to block
like
the wind.
Foam PBS.
No, but no wind goes in there, not at all. If you have a heater in there, I mean, you can. It's like 80 degrees in there. If you're, I mean, it
You
truly,
get naked.
truly is.
You get naked. That's why I need
definitely. Tyler, damn.
To the troll who blocked me, I hope you get ass raped by an elephant on Viagra. AHRM, how are ya?
Man, that's bad.
It
It makes me.
That's not right, though. I'll hustle around with Johnny all day, every day, but I'm going to tell you something. That sucks that somebody would actually fucking do that to him. That's just not right.
I agree, Mikey. It's just, I mean, it's terrible. Damn it all to hell. It's so bad.
Yo, you went right to the core. I'm being dead serious, and you're making me trying to laugh.
So we're all putting bets on what you're going to drop through the ice hole, Mike. What did you lose out there?
My virginity. I was out there. Let me tell you something. I'm out there. It was unreal. It was just a great time. Yeah, I was blown away too. PG woodsman, working class woodsman can cook. Let me tell you something. That man can cook a meal. You know. Yeah, Frank, he probably did. That chat was probably a good one. Johnny and Ti usually have good chats. Obviously. Another reason why I started this one late, I forgot it was the conundrum night. So I tried to start as late as I could. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It really is that somebody did that to them.
To Woodsman, it looks like he's got a nice house, man.
Yeah, he does.
It's a big house. He's got that big barn style garage. He's got a big basement. He's got all the toys. Good for him.
Yeah, he's good. Good guy. And
those furnace guys make good money, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I mean, it's the time of the year too.
Well, when you're installing that, doing installs on this stuff.
We got the clam. That was the name of the shanty. Was the clam?
Yep. Was it Mr. Tully?
Oh, I don't remember now.
Oh.
I got CRS.
Can't remember shit.
Yep. Yeah, I can't. My wife will vouch for me on that.
What's that, buddy?
My wife would vouch for me on that. I can't remember my name some days.
I hear you.
I know when I was a kid, we had those old the oil burning furnace. And those clog up and crap out. And let me tell you, when it's winter and you don't have heat,
yeah, and you can't.
You find the money.
And
you heater guy.
And you can't. It's pretty funny that you just wrote that, Fuzz T Fork, because when I saw it in the scroll in the under my bell, my notifications about the conundrum, it said it's going to be a doozy of a chat. Holy shit, was it ever? I'm going to do it right now. You ready? Hey, Mr. Tolley.
Yes.
The oily prepper says hello.
Hey, Lily. How you doing?
Hey, Mindy, how are you? Thanks for coming over. I know that you guys had an issue over there. I hope you didn't get booted too. Hey, Digger Joe, how are you? So we're just kicking back, shooting the shit. Dishes drinking booze tonight, and
she is.
Yeah, she's getting ready for me to come over. Well, if you're gonna see me,
I ain't seen a contest entry from you yet.
I know. You know why?
Better get on that.
Nope. I did one the other day, and then I erased it off my phone on purpose because I remembered that you wanted it to have the kids in it. And
well, if you can, you ain't gotta have it.
Well, I know.
Some people won't have their kids.
But it's this time of year. It's hard because they're at dance all the time. So.
Yeah, that's okay.
I know, but I wanted to do it the way you wanted to do your thing. So, hey, Kelly, how are you? How's the little ones, Kelly? Are they still sick? How'd they make out? I was on the Crazy People chat, remember? Well, you answered me, so. Mindy was in a kill mode. Mindy, who are you going to kill, sweetheart? Oh, no, she had a wrench. So, Mindy, it wasn't you that was tossing people out then. Because you're too nice for that.
I thought you were a Pepsi guy, Mike.
Oh, I drink anything that's soda. My favorite is Pepsi. But I'll drink anything. Well, hey, I drank piss, I'll drink anything, right?
I'm pretty sure you spat it out.
Those were the days.
Budweiser's pretty bad. And you're vaping tonight instead of cigarettes as
Yeah,
well.
I'm
You're
doing
all
both,
kinds of
both at the
different
same
stuff.
time. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm just so. The last few days have been so cool because then I made a phone call to WCW today, and might be going out next Thursday, and I'm going out next weekend with my kid brother out to the west part of the state. So I'm just stoked. So I'm happy. Foot and Steel, how the hell are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Flint.
Hey, Flint.
But anyway.
What you been up to, Dish?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh, so get this. You guys want to hear something? You want to hear how bad it is for me? So, the wife texted me about something. So I says I got a fish. Well, what you get? I says I sent you the picture. She says I didn't get the picture. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So she said, what you get? I said I got a decent sized trout. She goes, oh, cool. How many does that make? How many does that make? I go, one. I said trout. I didn't say I got a bunch of trout. I said I got a trout. She goes, okay, so let me get this straight. I go, what, honey? She goes, last year, spring and fall, 0 on the turkey. She said, hunting season, 0 on the deer. Now you're ice fishing, and you get 1 fucking trout, and you're a family of 5. She goes, you suck at hunting and fishing, don't you?
Damn!
And I just went, she goes, she says, if we were Indians, we'd be fucking starving.
Wow, that's cold.
She's right, though.
She is right.
But she's right.
However, it's still mean.
Yeah, so.
Hey, Tally, PG wants to know what you're making tonight.
I'm working on a couple of wallets.
All right.
In production mode. I got 4 of them going together right now.
Alrighty.
And I'll have 4 more biker wallets going together tomorrow, I hope. If I get the
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I watched that video from the Stump, and
yeah.
geez, he really loves that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he would, but and he was telling me that the guys at work really like it too. So I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he said he's got some guys that he works with that want some. So
That's awesome.
Made, sell them. I need some money.
That's awesome.
But another car, so I gotta, gotta make some money to pay for my
Suburban.
piece of crap Suburban. The only thing I could find that I could get a loan for, because my credit's in the toilet. As many people as this.
Right, you're looking at one. Hey, Double K says, I guarantee it was Greg's fault. Maybe he was just trying to get a toe up on the wire or something. Oh, did I say toe? I'm sorry. I mean a leg up on the wire. But you can't blame a guy. Poor Greg.
Yep. He's definitely the punching bag of the group. Everybody loves to pick on Greg.
Have you not watched Jamie Time before?
He makes it easy. I know.
No. Before Greg came along, who the fuck do you think they picked on?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I love when Greg's on the panel. I just sit there and laugh. You know why? Because they ain't picking on me.
I've been picking on Driver lately, Mike, when you're not in there, and I tell you what, he's not taking it too good.
No. You know why? 'Cause honey, he's a different generation. That's why.
Yeah, wasn't he like, well, I hope Mike gets back soon?
Right.
Hey, Indiana Patriot, how are you? Thanks for coming in. So he didn't like. Yeah, I try not to pick on Driver too much. I don't know why. I don't know. I've been getting in a nice mode lately, like a nice mood. Like I don't want to pick on people. I don't know why.
Must be all that fresh air.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that. You just kind of stay quiet.
No, I'm never quiet, but.
And then there's other nights where you're just.
No,
you're on a roll. You're just going off.
Yeah. But then the problem with that is I remember I did that on Jamie Time one night. Remember Dish? And then I accidentally picked on Michelle, and I felt like a jerk.
Oh, you felt like a jerk afterwards?
Yeah, because Michelle, she's like off limits. You can't pick on her. You know?
Oh, ain't nobody off limits.
No, Shell is, though. She's,
Remember when they called her middle-aged? Holy shit. She got the black book out and was like, all right, you're going down in the bad boy book. Strike
right on,
one.
HRM. PayPal and Amazon. Put me in the credit toilet. They have a class action lawsuit. They want me to join that, being heard in a court in Portland. They pay out for the rest of the nation is only $500K. Whew. Dumb question. How do you send a PM on YouTube? Go to your Ace. Go to your icon.
Go to my contest video and I tell you exactly how to do it.
No, go to that. Whoever you want to send it. Yeah, exactly right. Whoever you want to send the message to, go on their page. Click on About, and then it'll say Send Message. Click on Send Message.
Private channels don't have that, though.
Yeah, the only way you can't do that is if they're not affiliated with Google Plus. Then it doesn't show up on their page.
Okay.
But otherwise, the About. Yeah, the About.
Hey, Central Oregon, how are you? Good to see you.
Right on.
You know what I'm discovering is that I'm losing a lot of Google. I'm getting Googles again too.
Yeah, I get Googled at least once a month.
And yeah, people like Mike. I lost you. It's okay. I'm still here. Yep. What's pissing me off though is that the little bell with the number tells you how many things underneath, how many notifications you got.
Yep.
A lot of I've said this. I think I said this last week. A lot of the people aren't in it no more, and they're clicked on to what do you call it? So I think that Google, either on Google Plus, either we're not friends or we're not, something happened along the line. You know, like I said to you before, Dish, I invite WCW to the chat, and he's not even, it doesn't highlight. When you invite somebody and it highlights that person's name, as soon as you click in a couple of letters, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It doesn't do that when I do WCW.
Okay.
No, Mr. Tolley, it'll do that if I use your real name.
Oh, really?
Mike, say Google again, please. Google again, please.
I have to start calling him the world-class woodsman soon.
Yeah, right. Did anybody catch the on my video? Okay. Did anybody catch the oh, what's that? What's the word I'm looking for? The reference I made in the title. The title of it was Fishing with WCW and the Sarge.
Yeah.
Anybody get that wrestling reference?
Sergeant Slaughter?
There you go. WCW. World Class Wrestling.
Yeah, wasn't his arch nemesis was Iron the Sheik, right?
Mm. Well, the first time I seen it, I just called him WCW because I wasn't going to say Working Class wasn't 42 times. You know what I mean? And he still thinks I'm a riot because I sent everybody over to his. He had like fucking. When I met him, he had. When I started watching his videos, I think he had like, I don't know, fucking 20 subs, 30 subs, or whatever the hell it was. And then I did my giveaway last year, whatever the hell it was. And I said, part of my thing was, go over to Working Class Woodsman's page, and if you click on it, you're gonna like it, blah blah blah, whatever. And of course, everybody did that. He's like, dude, all these people they come on. I said, yeah, I probably should have told you I was gonna do that, but oh well, I didn't. But that's how we do it. Hey, Thunderbird. Did I hear the banjos? No, Frank, I didn't. I didn't hear any banjos while I was ice fishing.
He's not down south, Frank.
No, there's banjos up
Too
north.
cold for out in the cold.
Oh no, there's banjos north, sweetie.
I know there is. I've heard them before.
Oh dear God, is there any? Oh my good God, is there banjos up north? And not having a front grill, I fit right into that. Oh my
Stop
God.
it.
All I need to do is wear. If I wear what I wore ice fishing, I'd fit right in. You know what they say about Maine? Wait a minute. Is why Hunts for Food? Hunts for Food, you still here? I can't make fun of Maine if Hunts is here. Actually, I'm not going to make fun of me. I'm going to make fun of the women in it. But what's up, Mr. Tolley?
I don't see Hunts.
He was
fun of
here.
everybody.
What's up, buddy?
I don't see Hunts in here.
Anybody you want to.
All right, Fuzz, thanks for coming in, man. And you got some high winds out there, so watch yourself. Watch the trees and all that happy bullshit.
Yeah, Michigan's got really high winds. Really high winds.
Yeah, so watch yourself, man.
We had them all day today, gusting up to 50 miles an hour.
A lot of banjos in the Maritimes. Ask Banta. No kidding, right, Stan? Imagine telling HRM Weapon says, imagine telling the dentist, I didn't bring my banjo. It's funny. I used to work with a kid that looked exactly like the guy that played the banjo in that movie.
Man.
And I nicknamed him that he wasn't at work. He didn't work for us 2 days. Okay? And I called him the Banjo Kid, and it stuck. All right, Central Oregon. You gonna finish the video? Good. I'll look for it, brother. All right, cool. Hey, Gear, I didn't know that. Oh, that's right. You looked it up for me before. Shit. Thanks, Gear.
Is this supposed to be your anniversary show?
That's hilarious.
Troll channel. What? No. Oh God, that's awesome.
That's hilarious.
You know what, Troll channel? Just for saying that, you get to stay. You get to stay just for saying that.
That's hilarious shit right there.
That is good. See, there are some funny trolls out there.
Right.
You know.
There is. This is bitch. It's awesome.
Did Ohio get tossed out?
I went down there and asked him, I said, who's the idiot?
So how do I pass out wrenches? I'm sure it's got to be toolbox, right? Oh no, there it is. Dish is a toolbox. Cameraman. Whoops. I probably should have looked at it. No, you get a new phone number? That was you?
Yeah, no, it's the same phone number I've had for years. Swear to God.
Don't make me show you.
Good God, don't show nobody my effing
Sweetie,
phone number.
listen to me closely. I swear, you know I don't lie. Okay? I have you. Michelle, I don't lie. I really don't. So I told you, be careful what you ask me because you may not want to hear the answer. I have you under my phone as Dish,
Right.
okay? And I got that text, and all it was a number.
I'll text. I don't know if you have your phone, but I'll text you right
My
now.
phone's in the kitchen.
Okay, never mind then. But yeah, you're like, who is this? I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, what time was that? And I think I went back to work or whatever, and I didn't even get back to see who the hell it was to answer. Who answered?
Let's see. It was 8:29.
First quagmire opened with Ohio saying, and then I told her, no, I won't touch you there for $1. Wow, gear. You remember that?
You would remember something like that, though.
Thing is, he's 100% right.
Well, that reminds me of that old saying,
No, I don't.
I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
That's Bachelor City.
Dish, is it control room? Where the hell is it? Write it in the internal for me, will you?
Ain't gonna find it.
Ain't gonna find what?
When the chat
I
goes
gotta
off,
trade out hardware
I'll
on my
explain
laptop
it to you.
here.
All right, honey. I was gonna give you guys to them now.
Oh, you wanted to give us some now.
I don't want no stinking wrench.
Give you one.
So do you get lots of texts from strange people, Mike?
Actually, I told you about my Spanish friend, right?
No.
Oh yeah. I went, no hable español, English only. You know what the person said to me? Oh, I'm sorry.
You people.
You people. Bye, Rudy.
My daughter did that to me one day. Sent me a text in Spanish. I said, are you texting the right person? Since she's fluent.
Right. Hey, sick man, how the hell are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I liked before when we used to play, before the cell phones come on, all that happy bullshit, and caller ID and all that. So I'm across the street where I grew up. I'm across the street, we're all outside drinking Aaron Grand all the time. And my neighbor's mother, who I've known since I was like 5. All right, Frank. So she calls up, and I answer the phone. And I went something like the effect of, oh, Chang's Laundry, can I help you? And she went, oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong number. So she calls back, and she says, and I says, oh, Chang's Laundry, what can I do for you today? She goes, oh, I did it again, I'm so sorry. I said, oh, lady, oh, it's okay, honey, it's okay. Hung up. Third time she did it, I went, oh, ma'am, you wear glasses? She said, yeah, just buy a new pair. This went on for shit. He's like, Mike, stop. I'm like, all right, here, take the phone. She called back again. Mike, that was Mike. Mike was doing that. I'm like, you fucking rat bastard. My sister's girlfriend used to answer the phone, whatever. Just something stupid. So one night she answered it, Joe's Morgue. You stab him, we slab him. And it was a guy from her father's work to tell her that a coworker died.
Oh.
Talk about putting both your feet in your mouth.
Yeah, no kidding.
That and the fact that that's from like the 80s.
Right?
Yeah, that one's a little old.
Oh, the troll gave me a thumbs down. That sucks. The troller just booted. Damn.
Did you just boot somebody?
Yeah, I booted a troll.
Part of the Blue Man Group.
Yep. No wrenches here. But anyways, Dish, when are you coming out here so we can go fishing? Mr. Tolley. Mr. Tolley, I have an idea. On your way out to the east, why don't you stop, pick up Dish, and then the two of you come out and we'll go fishing.
That could possibly work. But
Well, you
it's going to be a while before I head anywhere.
You got the new Suburban now. You can fit a lot of people in it.
Shit. Yeah, this one's got the third row seating and everything.
You said you're looking to get a new vehicle. Is that what you got? Totally a Suburban?
An old-ass Suburban, 2001.
Ain't that old? My car's only like an 03 or 04.
My wife's car is the new car. She's got an 04.
Right.
But for a couple $1,000, you know, trying to reestablish some credit, so I took out a loan on it. I'll pay that off in about 6 months. I'll be pretty happy with that. Reestablish myself a little bit.
There you go.
Now, do they salt down the roads a lot out there as well?
Yeah. Yeah, they got some new stuff they're using this year. I don't know what the hell it is.
That liquid stuff?
No, well, they use that in the cities, the metro area. No, it's blue salt stuff. It's not supposed to hurt the grass. People were bitching, you know, it was killing their lawns.
Right.
I don't know. I'd rather have my lawn die and be able to drive in the wintertime. Of course, it is kind of fun to go sliding around. I can't wait to get that Suburban crossed up and see how much fun that one is.
There you go.
Drives my wife nuts.
How much are your gas prices out there?
You know, they were down to $1.35.
$1.35. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yep. The day I bought that Suburban, it was $1.35. It was $1.54 yesterday when I put gas in the damn thing.
The cheapest
it went up
gas.
10 cents a day. 2 days in a row, it went up 10 cents.
The cheapest gas I've seen out here is in New Hampshire. It was a $1.53. You pay anywhere. So, hey, I'm a redneck Cockerham. How are ya? Hi, Mr. Tolley from Mr. Cockerham.
Howdy back.
Oh, Flint, relax with the low gas equals a sad you know what? There's two sides to every story with that. I'll get to that in a minute. But so it goes anywhere from $1, whatever it was, $53, to I think I paid $1.78 today at a Sunoco. So I mean, what the hell? Now listen, Mr. Flint and Steel. I know there's this thing about if the gas prices go too low,
That's bullshit.
And you know what? I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm saying maybe you're right. I'm not here to tell anybody, okay? Now, what's the other side of that coin? No, my job depends on the gas industry.
$4, $5.
And I'm sorry about that, Flint. I think that sucks a dick, but
yeah, but then you get $4 or $5 gas, and no one can spend money on anything else in that first economy too. And food prices go way up because of transportation costs. Remember, they raised all the airline rates as well when gas spiked up.
Everything freaking went up.
Yeah.
They get you coming and going, man.
I've seen a lot more traffic on the highway. You know why? Because people aren't taking the train anymore. They're not carpooling a lot anymore. People that smoke are saying, fuck you with the carpool. I can't smoke in your car. I'm taking my own car. I know I would be. I swear to God, it's because they're not taking public transportation because they're driving themselves in. You know, and it's this time of the year anyway. Who wants to wait on a bus? Who wants to wait on a train out in the fucking cold? Nobody. What flavor am I vaping? Eclipse. I'm sorry to hear that, Flint. I understand. I don't want to see anybody having issues with their jobs. I get that. But
Well, Mike, you're a truck driver.
yes,
Your job kind of depends on the fuel, too, don't it? Don't you think?
yeah, except for that I work for the biggest, cheapest prick on the face of the planet. Here's what he does. He charges people $8.50 for a fuel surcharge. Okay.
Yeah.
When I first started there, it was $7, and then the fuel prices shot up to, you know, I think at the time diesel was up to, I think I almost $4 a fucking gallon, I think, or just under. You know what I mean? But at any rate,
Yeah.
he never brought him down. He never brought his fuel surcharge delivery cost down. You know, but you're talking about a guy who would swallow a quarter and expect a $5 bill to come out his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you could say 2 dimes and a nickel.
No, this guy's just.
Well, I had a buddy of mine that would you know, swallow a freaking penny and shit out of a nickel.
Yeah. But Flint, I get it, and I think that sucks. But there are people, especially this time of the year, that have oil, and they're saving money now, and you know maybe they can afford something out, you know, whatever. That's why I said it's a double. The business you're in is a double-edged sword. You know, it's a double-edged sword.
That's when I lost my farm.
You know,
that's when I lost the farm. Was when that fuel oil, because we heated with fuel oil. When that shit got, you know, like $4.50 a freaking gallon.
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't afford it anymore because what do? You know?
300 gallons of fucking fuel a month, every other month, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that was 150 gallons a month, but 300 every other month.
Indiana.
It gets expensive in a big hurry.
Indiana Patriot, thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Yeah, no, it's bad. I mean, I lived in a house, my old house here in Drake. I was oil all year round because my hot water tank was oil. I had a, what do you call it? An old steam fucking whatever the hell you want to call it. And I had to buy oil all year round. And I tell you that you want to talk about
Unfortunately, it was just
sucking.
that was.
But anyway, yeah, you want to talk about sucking big time. Ooh, did that suck?
Yeah, that's big in New England because you got a lot of older homes. So
Oh, yeah.
they still got a lot of the older oil furnaces.
You know, when I tore apart back in the day, back I don't know, probably the 80s. Yeah, it was the 80s. We were redoing my house, my mother's house, but we gutted it. And the bathroom was the last thing we didn't do it, and then we finally did the bathroom over. You know what the outside wall was? Well, it was a cottage to begin with, but do you know what the outside wall was insulated with in the bathroom?
Newspaper.
Fucking cardboard.
Mine was done with newspaper.
Fucking cardboard. I'm like, Ma, what the hell was my grandfather thinking? She goes, Michael, that's what they did back in the day.
Yep, that's what they did.
But, and the funniest part of the whole thing is that was the warmest fucking room in the house in the winter was the fucking bathroom.
Well, yeah, because the rest of them weren't even done with cardboard.
Yeah, I did, Stuart. Design Hawaii, and thank you for coming in. Hopefully next week it'll snow again.
Yeah, I'd like some more snow.
It's all gone now. It rained like a sumbitch the other day. It was 50-something degrees, and it was foggy, and it ate it all up.
Yeah.
And gone now. I mean, it's spotty, but you know what I'm saying?
We don't have much left here.
Do you got a new storm coming
We
in?
don't have much left.
Somebody told me next week we could get some snow, so we'll see what happens.
I don't know what's going on.
Have you seen some videos on YouTube where people they're converting their cars over to gas vapor? Have you seen that?
I have not. Can you explain? Can you elaborate?
Not in any detail, but basically they have an open line from the gas tank to the engine, and I think you need to put some stuff in line, something they heat, but you're just capturing the vapors off of the gas instead of actually putting gas into the tank, and it's burning the vapors and powering the car that way, so it's using a lot less.
Huh.
So, because you're using the vapor and you're sucking a lot of vapor out, it's going to diffuse into vapor more quickly.
Well, yeah, because you got to vaporize that gas before it gets to the cylinders.
Yeah.
And that's what the carburetor is supposed to do, but it's not, or the throttle body and fuel injectors do a better job of it than carburetors did. But if you really want to do it, get the air moving. Air, God, what did they call that thing? You used to have a thing called a tornado or something like that. And it just went in after your air filter, when your air filter and your throttle body, and it got the air spinning so that it would mix with the gas better. And it had been proven to get 3 to 4 miles a gallon better.
Huh.
I got a buddy down the street that did that to his truck, and this is an older Chevy pickup with a 5.3 liter V8 in it. He gets 20 miles to the gallon with it. In town, city miles.
Right.
So.
Stuart Design 101 said, yep, gas vapor, studied. He hasn't tried it yet, but he said it's very interesting stuff. Double K says, I'd like to see a better method than fracking to get the gas. Too many problems. And Standout says electric is the most viable option, especially the new supercapacitor batteries. V-Borg, how are you? Oh, later, guys. And hello and goodbye, my friend.
If you add acetone to your gas, like 2 tablespoons per tank, just a very small amount, the chemical reaction helps the gas atomize better.
Hey, CC, how are you? Good to see you. Do you guys have much, like, you and Dish, and not so much Saint, but you guys must, like, have fuel lines freezing and shit like that?
I don't.
I never have. No.
When you out in... Really?
Never, no.
I've had it happen before. I have had it happen before, but...
Because isn't it, like, wicked bleeping cold out there all the time in the winter? Basically, other than your 50-degree day you just had, Mr. Tolley. But isn't it super, like... Don't you guys get, like, super bad cold weather?
We get a week or two where it doesn't get above 0, which we had this year into December. Like right there, right before New Year's. It didn't get above 0 for about a week. Your daytime highs were 2 and 3 degrees below 0. Other than that, no. I mean, we'll get below 0 at night, but not so much during the day.
Huh. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, our averages in the winter are probably in the mid-teens.
Huh.
But we've had a couple of really weird winters here where it's, we'll get that week or two where it's below 0 for the entire week. And then The rest of the time, it's pretty nice out.
We had
It was 45 degrees, but it was like, we were having 50-mile-an-hour winds. We were having horrendous winds.
I just saw a thing on the news the other night. We are we're 3 degrees below normal for our temperature. And I went, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And you know why? No, you know why? Because last Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, the temperature never went above fucking 8. So that brought it right down. Because let's just say it was 22. Okay, those 3 days last weekend, we'd be over.
Right.
Which we are, because it's the screwiest winter here I've ever seen in my life. Not since I was a kid do I not remember. Well, I shouldn't say since I was a kid, but not for quite a while do I remember a winter without snow, significant snow.
Right.
Certainly not like last year, 128, 130 inch, whatever the hell it was. But
But
that was cool.
Like all that shit on global warming.
Oh yeah, global warming.
It ain't global warming. It's a cycle. It's a 500-year cycle. It happens every 500 years. How do you can say that? Because they didn't record anything 500 years ago, so nobody freaking knows.
True.
They haven't been recording weather for about 150 years or so. So boom.
Right.
Got in an argument with one of them liberals at work one day.
Yeah, that usually happens.
But it's them frickin' college kids that think they know everything.
No, it's not even only them. I have a sister like that.
Yeah, well, they just don't want to believe you when you tell them, something different.
Yeah, but when you were young,
This is how
I
it
bet
is.
you had the world's ass by its tail when you were 21 too, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, but I wasn't.
Hell no. I was too busy drinking. Oh yeah, and I had a family by then.
Wow.
By the time I was 21, man, I had 3 kids.
Stance of the coldest he's been in is -40. Fuck that.
CC Le Pew -56.
Yeah, coldest I've ever seen. Coldest I've ever been in. Like outside. Coldest I've ever been outside was -25. And I was watching a football game. That was fucking cold.
Are we counting wind chills? I mean, we've had some pretty wicked wind chills.
Yeah. And he was working too. Stan was working.
Yeah, I've seen -45 without wind chills.
Last January, I was driving across Wyoming, and it was -27 with 40-mile-an-hour winds.
That's chilly.
I got out to regas.
Risk.
I took the glove off my hand, and my hand just froze and stuck to the gas pump line.
But
Oh yeah.
you know what I found amazing was, so we're out fishing the other day, and I take my glove off and I stick it in 40-degree water, whatever the hell the degree, whatever the water is, whatever the water temperature is.
Cold.
Feels warm.
Yeah, it's fucking cold. I take my hand out. It didn't turn to an icicle or nothing. I just, wipe my hand off of my fucking pants and put my glove back on, and my hands weren't frozen.
Yep.
Know.
I'll have to get going, Mikey. Got to work in the morning.
All right, Mr. T. Thanks for coming in, brother. Good seeing you.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later, man. Have a good weekend, everybody.
You too, Mr. T.
CC's back in the late 80s. He taught in outdoor survival skills in January and February. Lived in a teepee for 2 months and -40 and -20. Hello. Yeah, that's fucking cold.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to make it for a second winter out here without any snow.
Yeah, you guys don't get snow out there anyway, right?
Not a lot, but just drive 40 minutes up into the mountains and there's a ton of it.
Right. Dish don't get that cold anymore either. Right, sweetheart? Did we lose Dish too?
I think so.
Yeah, we lost her.
What? What?
Well, what?
What are you laughing at over there?
Me and Michelle are conversating, so yeah, it probably can't be repeated on live.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, not at all. But you know, me and her, I mean, we can't be in a room together without bashing somebody.
Right.
In a loving way. But
Oh, it's always loving.
right.
Hallelujah.
I left you a message in the internal about 16 months ago, Mikey. I know you're busy.
Yeah, I
but
probably didn't read it.
you might want to check it out sometime.
I probably didn't fucking read it.
I know this gas talk is riveting, but you might.
Brat. You're a brat.
I know I am. That's one way to do it.
Hang on. I'm trying to find out a conversion here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go back to where you are. No.
Mike's got his lower third going.
Isn't that cool?
What?
He's got venison cooking up in a pan.
Who does?
You do.
I wish.
Bacon.
I
Perfect.
wish.
Right, Mikey? Over the fire would be better, though.
Right. Well, type something then, silly.
Oh, I was looking those up. And Mikey, they make those Alanac tents. They make them,
Dude,
what is it, 20 by 15? And then they got double ones.
I know.
They're just massive.
I was in one.
But two of those. The
Oh,
one
you
that
know-
you were in, it's
Yeah.
two of them that attach together.
Night,
In the-
AC. Sorry, Saint.
All right, AC, good. We'll see you tomorrow night on Jamie Time. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
So not only is it two of them, like Woodsman had,
Yeah.
but they get these little things. There was what?
Yeah, it's
There's
the
5 of them, and they're little mini pop-outs. They're like sleeping,
Yeah.
individual little sleeping
Yeah.
cabins.
yeah, it's about $3,000 worth of tent right there.
Like holy
Seriously,
smokes!
did you see the price on it? I'm not even joking.
Yep.
See the price on it?
I mean, just that small one's $1,200.
Fuck yeah.
Then you gotta buy the.
That one I was in with WCW, it's $1,100 fucking tent.
Yep.
And that'll hold 3 men with gear.
With gear grinding.
With gear grind, 19. No, it will though. It'll seem to have lost my lighting implement. Oh, there it is.
But yeah, I was kind of looking at those. And I was watching some guy. He's got a canvas tent that he set up by Slave Lake up in Canada.
Have you guys ever heard of a top that's PVC?
A tarp?
Yes.
I thought
Regular?
most tarps were PVC.
No, this thing, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the regular top that you buy.
A
for
cloth
fucking-
tarp that's got.
Nope, it's not cloth. It's
You mean like the Allen X material?
Nope. Allen Axe material is wicked thin. Okay. Have you ever seen a top that the flatbed tractor trailers use when they're covering up loads or what have you?
Yeah.
It's wicked, wicked, wicked heavy. Put it to you this way. I picked up an 8x10 top the other day at the store. And I was like, holy fuck. The thing had to weigh 25 pounds. I'm like, that's a tent. So I'm saying to myself, I'm wondering if this thing is fireproof or fire retardant or whatever. Because that would be cool to make a teepee out of. Of course, you're not packing that thing in and out unless you're using a snowmobile. But your what do you call it's going to have to be 5-inch round friggin' maples to hold the weight of the friggin' thing. I just thought it was cool. I was like, wow.
Now, would you set some? Would you see when you're getting into bigger tents or heavy tarps and stuff? That's something you want to leave up for a while.
Oh yeah, that ain't something you're packing. You're not packing that. Like I said, you're not packing that in and out unless. Stan, did you really just say that? Not a fan of Pike like Piccolo? Yeah, you're not packing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You're gonna put that on a sled, and you're gonna carry. You're gonna tow it with a snowmobile. Because them some bitches are heavy. You know what I am looking at though is that I wish I could remember the name of it. Oh, I saw it on Amazon the other day. What the hell's the name of the teepee? Shit, I forget. It's 10 by, I don't know. But anyways, it's a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12, I think. And it's only like $115. But some guy converted it and put a stove in it. And just like anything else, he was toasty warm too.
Oh yeah.
So for 100 and whatever it was, $110, $120, I might have to look into it. Now, to buy, I don't know how much it is to buy the patching that you have to put around for your pipe. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's, money.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some too where you just assemble metal rods. You get like little T-bars with the holes, so two rods will fit into one. So you make little just metal cross beams, and then you just throw a big canvas tent over that. So it's almost like one of those little portable garages, but it's meant for camping. So it's just real lightweight galvanized aluminum piping.
Dish, speaking of Perch, did you see my comment to Bird Dog on my video?
I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Bird Dog made a comment, and I wrote something about Perch. Just don't tell Dish.
No, I didn't see that. I'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, something to that. Something along. I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I mean.
Right on, yeah.
Something along those lines. Hi, Martha.
How come you can't tell Dish about Perch?
Oh, I can tell her. It's just Perch. It's just.
You don't know the Perch story, guys.
No, Saint don't know the Perch story. Martha, how you been? Yeah, so I'm gonna throw some lemon in there, some tangerine in there, some garlic. What other ingredients did they tell me to throw in it when I cook my trout?
Oh, those are good. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna choose all that. I think working class said 25 minutes at 350 or some shit like that. But
He was a good grilled too, Monkey. Oof.
Yeah, that's what I do with mine.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, you trying to get her? You trying to get?
Hey, Gear.
He's the best. The shit that he comes out with is just fucking a riot.
No doubt, right?
I know. Gia, by the way, you might want to add. I went hunting more times than she did too. Whoops.
Right?
I'm in
She's been
fucking
home on the
trouble.
farm.
I'm in fucking
She's been on
trouble.
the farm tending her pigs and turtles and worms.
I'm surprised. I'm just happy and surprised that Michelle actually let you use the fucking worms to go fishing. I thought it was great.
That's too funny.
She keeps hitting her fucking mic.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, honey.
I don't want you to hear me busting out laughing. Just because
What?
you're making fun of me, I think it's hilarious.
You can laugh all you want. I don't give a shit.
All right, I'm sorry.
You know, hey, this is Friday night chat, honey. This isn't, you know. I'll you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I gotta go see a man about a horse.
Looks like it's just me and you, Saint.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
So, what's there to do down there in the winter? Are you getting bored in the house yet?
No, I do miss the winter, but you know, there's not. You know, it's cool over here.
You like spending with me. Come on, man.
Look at you grin. You're so cute.
How you gonna solve this one?
What?
Mikey's not in here right now.
I was talking to son.
Oh, you were talking to
The
Saint.
blind lead the blind.
What did she say?
I did. Gear said, "Sell ya a Ford dish." What an asshole! Woo! He's full of them tonight. Gear.
Yeah, he's got a new truck. Although, didn't he have a Dodge Ram before?
No. I did have a Dodge before, but not a Ram. I've driven a Dodge Ram before. In fact, I got in an accident with it, so. But it wasn't mine, so I'm cool with it. Last time my dad let me drive his nice truck. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
I don't know. There's Mikey.
Sorry about that, folks.
Okay.
Nature calls.
Okay.
Happens to the best of us.
Right, CC.
I'd eat a horse.
Yeah, somebody needs to eat all them zebras they're shooting over in Africa for trophies.
Right? See, that's not even hunting.
Mine
Hey, Jay Greg, do me a favor.
I don't want. Oh man. Here we go.
Try not to block any of my people that are in this chat right now.
That's funny.
I heard a rumor about you, sir. Actually, Dish told me. I can't tell a lie. It's all Dish's fault,
Everything's my fault.
right? Well, I just fucked with my settings on my thing and fucked it all up. Oh well.
Michelle said the only hunting you've been doing, Mikey, is for your glasses and knife.
Michelle said the only hunting I've been doing what?
Was for your glasses and your knife. Look at him.
Okay. Okay, Michelle. All right, sweetheart.
No.
Michelle, here I am saying I can't pick,
I told you
girls
that.
off limits, the whole thing. And you won't even come on my chat, but you'll sit close. You'll sit close enough to her so we can hear you, but you won't just come on the panel and chat
You don't
with us.
ever
'Cause
send her a link, Mikey. She's
fuck
hurt.
you, I don't.
Don't send me one now. I got to make a phone.
What did she say?
She said, "Don't send me one now. I ain't got no makeup on."
Oh. I see how you are. God,
Oh, jeez.
I think I used to love you. Oh, she is Double K. She's the peanut gallery. She's like that Double K. You know what Michelle is?
Oh, jeez.
You
There
know
we
when you
go.
got like 5 people in the car, right? And let's say you're driving Double K, right? And you got that person in the back going, you need to change lanes. You didn't use your directional. I'd go this way. You should do this. You should do that. That's Michelle. Is she giving me the finger yet?
No, she's not looking at it.
How long did it take you?
Oh, jeez.
Look at Greg's trying to block Saint now. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
God damn.
Never give Greg a wrench, I'm just saying.
Oh.
He totally don't need a
Did you hear that shit? Listen, Michelle said he totally don't need a wrench. That's what right there.
Hey, see what Stan Ulch wrote? They used to have a drink at the Yukon bar with a toe in the glass, but the toe got stolen. Jay, dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Somebody swallowed it.
Ooh. Lord of the Lies, the life of a man with 9 toes. All right, I won't block you. That is fucking too funny. That is too funny.
Oh, jeez.
Gear, not today. Oh,
This is why I'm so quiet, Mike.
so let me ask you a question. Like seriously. So Greg, do you Dish? You already watched this one, honey. You're gonna love it. Greg, do you tiptoe like this then? Don't. Like with a limp? Oh, it's too funny. Too funny.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Michelle said, I bet he gets a discount if he gets a pedicure. Oh, jeez.
That was funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So when you were a kid, they couldn't say, and this little piggy went to here, this little piggy went there, because you would say, where the fuck that piggy go? He's not there.
Uh, 10% off everything, Carson.
Flint says, Jay Greg, I'll be your friend. I won't be mean to you.
With an evil wink.
Right? Watch out for them Flint and Steel people. He'll set you ablaze. I gotta go to the doctor. This is getting ridiculous. So that shoulder pain I was having and that like pinched nerve I was having, that's all gone. But the numbness in my fingertips is something fierce.
Yeah, that's not good.
Especially this forefinger from the knuckle up. It's just, oh. Tyler, thanks for blocking me, Greg. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Greg, I'd actually like to thank you for blocking people tonight over at Johnny's chat because you sent a world of people over to my chat. I thought that was great. Thank you. I'm not too sure. No double K. Just, well, it's the forefinger, the middle finger at the tip, and the ring finger. So left out the pinky. And then sometimes the under my armpit and my forearm is tingly. You know, it feels like it's asleep, you know what I mean? Like when your foot falls asleep.
Yeah, it sounds like a pinched nerve.
Yes, left arm's to it.
Right, CC.
CC, good night. Good seeing you. Hope to see you tomorrow night on Jamie time. What's neuropathy? Martha, explain yourself, please.
Neuropathy.
Whatever.
So that's the degradation of nerve endings.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but that's my left hand and I'm a righty, so it's got nothing to do with that either, so.
Well, then you like that. It'll truly be the stranger.
Precursor to a heart attack. I wish, Sting, but I ain't got a heart to have a attack. Disease or dysfunction of one or more peripheral. Hey, I pronounced peripheral right. Peripheral nerves, typically causing numbness or weakness. I will, Sting. I'll get it looked at. Probably has nothing to do with the pack and a half, 2 packs of butts I smoke a day, the coffee I drank, all that happy bullshit.
No, I'm sure it's just some sort of nerve damage.
Do you sleep with your arm underneath your head at night?
Actually, I do, but then I always wind up on my back. I sleep on my left side, but then, you know, my wife says within an hour I'm on my back. But I will have it checked out because it is starting to bother me now.
I'm betting on a stroke, Martha.
Right.
And please keep coming on Jamie Time if you have a stroke because I'm writing down my arsenal right now. You got a little bit of dribble right there, Mikey. You want to get to me about?
My wife, I've already given my wife specific instructions.
Mm-hmm.
If anything should ever happen to me, don't tell Dish or Michelle. Don't put nothing on Facebook. Don't put nothing on Facebook. Don't take my phone and fucking text them. And she says, well, why? And I said, because they'll just make fun of me on Jamie time. No, I'll have it checked out, though. I mean, I was at a doctor 4 or 5 months ago, so I'm really, you know. But I could actually knock the end of that, you know, it's just, yeah, right. Speaking of which, Dish, use your wrench.
I did. Yeah, it felt good.
Okay.
Wow.
See, that's how you use a wrench, Greg, and you don't send the good people out. Just saying. Told my wife in the house.
Can you give me an orange wrench, Mikey?
How do you do that?
You have to go into the. I'm just. You just.
This is classified as a wrench. Yeah, that was just a stand. It was just a what do you call it? A troll. Fuck him. I'm with you there, Greg. I'm with you there. But yeah, no, I'll have it looked at. It's just.
Yeah, because you know what happened with Jay's neuropathy.
Well, see, the thing that concerns me the most, believe it or not, even if it is a pinched nerve and they say, oh, you're gonna need physical therapy, I got no time for physical therapy unless it's Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
You know, I can't lose time at work because then it cuts into my vacation time, and you know, I don't really want to miss time at FedEx. So hopefully it's something I can do at home or super, super duper early in the morning. You know, like the days I'm in the warehouse at 8 o'clock or something, you know, I can go at, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, which I've done before when I had tendonitis. I used to go in at 6:30 to this, what do you call it? They use like this little machine, and it was kind of cool. They got rid of that. It felt really good when they did that shit for the tendonitis.
I can see you doing Pilates moves with the FedEx box in your hand. Oh,
right. I was thinking about going to like a Chinese restaurant or McDonald's and tripping. I don't have any feeling in my fingers.
Oh, man. A Chinese restaurant, they ain't gonna have insurance.
Right, that's true. Listen, I want dog on a stick for the next year for nothing. Yeah. No kidding, right, Stan? But even but it wasn't. The funny thing about it was it wasn't bad at all when I was outside fishing. When I'm at work at FedEx, all the doors are wide open, and it's cold in there, and there was no problem that way. You know what I'm saying? From the X, you would think that because it's numb that it would like hurt when it got cold. It didn't even do that. I mean, I wore gloves obviously, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not necessarily the best thing either. When it comes to nerves, feeling pain is good because that means that they're still working a little bit.
Yeah.
When you're not feeling anything, that's when it's bad. But who knows? It could have been a temperature thing. Could have been you relaxed or that you're doing stuff to, the way you're working your muscles is stretching it or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is with that. You know? Mindy, it used to. I had this pain in my shoulder blade, like somebody was sticking a fucking knife into it. And finally that pain is gone. And believe it or not, with that pain though, that wasn't. You would think that would restrict me from lifting shit at work, and it never did. Yeah, I will. Let's do it. Thank you. I take
Yeah.
I'm supposed to take a baby aspirin every day, and what do you call that cholesterol bullshit? Plavix? I don't know what the fuck it's called. But I'm not good taking medicine. What's cervical? I had a oh, don't tell me it's cervical, because then they get me all nervous because I did break my neck years back. Raynaud's disease. What's Raynaud's disease? Anybody know?
No.
But at any rate, Tish, it's almost turkey season.
I know what.
Do they have
Go ahead.
Do they have turkey season down there?
Yeah, they actually do. I've never seen any turkey down here, but dang, there was enough. There was a lot of deer around here.
Yeah.
But I would have had to have gotten, obviously an out-of-state hunting license was a little bit expensive, but it probably would have been worth it, but yeah, I should have done that just to get out.
Yeah, I hear you. I spent $66 for a fishing license, out-of-state fishing license.
No, okay.
And like when I buy my I know what you're saying though. When you're buying an out-of-state license, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's pricey. That Raynaud's disease, it's arteries that supply the blood narrow circulation, so the top halves of all your fingertips
Wow, Mindy, good
will
luck
go
with that.
numb and are subject to heat and cold. But you're saying you're getting it in your arm and your shoulder blade too, so that's making me think it's more of a nerve thing than a circulation arterial thing.
Tunnel, Mikey?
No, my wrist don't hurt.
Well, your wrist doesn't have to hurt with carpal tunnel.
Oh, I thought your wrist hurt like a bitch with carpal tunnel.
Well, it can, but it can be up in your elbow, and your fingertips go numb. And
That's journeyman's tunnel.
Mindy, good luck with that. Necks or something that are. I broke C1 and C2 back in 1991. They fused on their own, so I got lucky.
Wow.
Yeah, C2 was a ring fracture, or C1 was a ring fracture, and the other one was right down the center of the vertebrae.
How'd you do that, Mikey?
I was running into a lake, and I was about knee deep in water.
Mm-hmm.
Running in the lake off the beach.
Yeah.
And I was about knee deep in water, and you know, so same lake that I've been doing since I was 3 years old, jumping in the water, and I dove out, and apparently I went up straight too much. Instead of going out, I went up straight, and I came down right on top of my squash.
Oh, okay.
And I knew I hurt myself. I was 3 sheets to the fucking wind, but
Mm-hmm.
so I come up out of the water and sat at a picnic table, had another beer and a couple of cigarettes, and I'm like, I'm gonna go up my dad's cottage because my parents are divorced, and I said that with him. My mother won't yell at me.
Right.
And the next morning, so I went to the cottage and slept on the couch. And the next morning, it was like somebody fucking spiked my head to the couch. I can move my arms and legs and everything, but I'm like this. I just couldn't get off that couch. And I tried and tried and tried and tried, and I just couldn't get up. It hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And so I screamed for help and went from there, They put me in a halo, and I was in that from shit. Well, the first halo, the first one they put me in there about, I don't know, as soon as I got down home to Lowell. They put me in that. So that was probably, I don't know, 8 hours after it happened. And then when I was like 14 days or something in the hospital, so I think my mother told me the first one went on. So the first one went on the 5th of August, but then the other one didn't come on for a little while. But then it didn't come off till just after Veterans Day. So a little over 100 days in the thing.
Good Lord.
It sucked.
I bet so.
I couldn't, I mean, that's what these holes are for, from.
Right.
And I got 2 in the back in my head too. And, and then every week I would go, and the guy would literally take a torque. It's no word of a lie. He would take a fucking torque wrench, stick it on my fucking head, and go.
Nice. Good God.
So I learned real quick to take my fucking pain medication before I went there. So when I got there, I'd be like, "Hey man, do what you want," And yeah, but that sucked. It absolutely sucked. Worst thing I ever really went through, pain-wise, But now you got to remember that was 20. It was a month before my 24th birthday. So back then, you're 23, you're 24 years old. You're indestructible, and I was drinking like a fish then, and I really wasn't really thinking about what could happen, this, that, and the other thing. Like people are telling me, like the doctors and shit, do you realize that you should be dead? And I'm like, no. And then one day I was sitting in a doctor's office years later, and he asked me about the holes, and he says, were you in a halo? I said, yeah. And I said, why? And he says, do you remember why? I said, yeah, because I broke my neck. He goes, yeah, but do you remember? I said, so yeah. And then he showed me on a little skeleton thing that he had. And he said, and this is why. And he's pointing out all this shit. I'm like, okay,
So when you say I need this, like I need another hole in my head, you're not kidding.
Right, exactly.
Oh, that's good.
But so I don't know if you guys ever seen the Halo or not, but they're not very comfortable.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Oh, those look horrible. Yeah.
The worst part is that, all right, so finally I'm well enough. I come home from the hospital, and I was home for a few weeks or what have you, and finally I can get my mother to leave me the fuck alone and go to work. And because they moved me back to my mother's house, I wasn't living at my mother's house. I was living on my own, and so they moved me back home. And anyways, she went back to work, and I'm muttering around the house, and So I says, you know what, I'm starving. I'll go make a cheeseburger. So I make my way down the stairs, out to the grill. I make my cheeseburger. And I'm like, let me get the mustard, because I was going to sit in the chair out there, And I go back in to get the mustard, and the fucking mustard's way underneath. And I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get that? I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm getting that.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to myself, self, get the mustard. I reached in. I went like this, like a bull, and to get the mustard, and I got caught in my fridge. What do you call it in the back? Got caught in the fridge. Now I can't get out for a couple of reasons. I'm laughing too hard that I'm actually stuck in my fucking fridge. Okay. That, and I'm afraid if I stand up, all that shit's gonna pile down on top of my head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna slip and fall. I'm gonna die. And I'm like, fuck, I might as well just sit here until somebody comes home. So now the problem is that my fucking head's getting cold. And the fucking, it was sucked. The phone's ringing off the hook, right? And I'm like, nothing I can do about it. The next thing I hear is this voice. Mike, are you here? Are you home? And I'm like, yep. And she says, where the hell are you? I said, I'm in my fridge. I says, can you give me a hand? And I said, are you by yourself? She says, yeah. I said, you're going to need help. So she says, you hurt? I go, no. But you're going to need help.
Right.
So by now, I have my arms in the fucking thing. I'm so tired, you know what I mean, from trying to, you know what I mean? And so I'm kneeling on the floor, and I got my arms in the fridge. I'm fucking stuck, so I'm like this, And she went across the street, got the guy across the street, and they got me out of the fucking fridge, and I'm pissing myself fucking laughing, right? She says, you got to call your mother right away, because she was about ready to call the fucking police department. So I said, all right. So I called my mother, and I'm fucking laughing my ass off. And she says, where the hell were you? I says, in the fridge. You couldn't answer the phone? I goes, no, Ma, I was in the fridge. She says, yeah. She says, you said that, but why couldn't you just, walk, She says, I understand that it's hard for you to walk, but why couldn't you just, answer the phone? I says, Ma, I was stuck in the goddamn fridge. And then all of a sudden there was a pause, and then a breakdown of laughter. It was a fucking riot, really. It really was. It was funny as fuck.
Was it one of those old school rotary phones?
Yes, it was, actually.
It's killing me.
Yes, I did get the mustard. But I'll tell you, it was a fucking riot. I have a couple of pictures. One of these days, I'll post them up on Facebook or Google Plus for those here who aren't on Facebook, and you guys can see me in the halo. But yeah, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. And then, of course, the sucky part about a lot of it is that, so now, I get down, now I can walk, right? Now it's like October, and I'm walking everywhere in late October. So I walk down the bar, and of course, my neighbor had to fucking tell everybody, you know what I mean? So I get there, and there's a fucking mustard bottle on the fucking bar waiting for me.
Dang.
But had some good laughs in it, A good friend of mine, he broke 5 and 6, and he's paralyzed from the waist down in a car accident. So he's in his wheelchair. I'm in the rack. He's playing pool, and they legitimately broke the bridge to the, it was broken. They hadn't replaced it, for the pool table. So he says, Mikey, come over here. I need help. I said, what do you need, Billy? He said, I need a bridge. I go, Billy, how the fuck am I going to do that, Bill? He goes, I don't know, kneel down on the fucking floor so I can put So 2 guys come off the bar. They nail me down onto the floor. He takes the pool cue, puts it through my fucking posts,
Oh my
and
God.
hits the shot. Well, some asshole took a picture of it, and they showed my mother. She wasn't too happy.
I bet not.
But yeah, that was funny. But then the people, then what they do, they tap me on the shoulder, and it take me half an hour to turn around to see who the fuck it was, you know. And by then they're gone. Hey, Mike. I'd be like, wait a minute, you know. But it was uncomfortable for a while.
Did that have those things on your shoulders too?
Yeah, so what it was is that it came down, right? So there's 4 posts, 4 main posts, right? So it was 2 main posts in the front, 2 in the back, and they hooked on a plastic, plastic like chest
Shoulder
piece,
harness, yeah.
right? And that came down to about top of my stomach, top of my belly, and you couldn't take this fucker off unless I was having a heart attack. And the problem was that inside of it was like fucking sheep wool. Oh my God, you want to talk about fucking yucky. They used to have to cut T-shirts in half to put a T-shirt on underneath for me, you know? You know, because you sweat. You don't want to, you know, be walking around smelling like fucking, you know? So anyway, so it had the 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And then it had the 2 posts out the back, you know, from the screws drilled into my squash, and the 2 in the front. So I was an 8-point buck, you know. But yeah, but it was unbelievable.
Well, at least you were young and able to recover from it quickly.
Yeah.
Imagine something like that happened to you now.
Well, the funny part is back in the late '90s, I you know the plastic recycle bins, right? The girl my ex-girlfriend, I can hear her calling me, and I'm like, so I go out the front door, and I stepped on the outer edge. It was on the step, right? So I step on the outer edge of that sumbitch, and I went like this. Boom. Now there's only 7 stairs on the front steps, okay? And I missed every one of them. I went head first into the fucking Bronco that she had, okay? Out like a light. Knocked me right out. I'm out like a light, laying in the driveway. Yeah. So she come over, and she's like, so she calls 911. They come get, you know, blah blah blah. Now I wake up, I'm in an ambulance, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, Michael, relax, you know. And I go, Kat, what happened? And she says, well, you hit the truck, da 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 da. And I go, all right, so let me out. And she's like, no. So she's like, we're gonna go to the hospital. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So we go to the hospital, and you know, so they're taking a portable X-ray of my and everything, and da 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 da. So they got, you know, they got you all strapped in, you know, to the gurney thingamabob, and so by now, you know, my mother found out about us, and she's there because I lived on the same street. I lived like 3 houses down from my mother, and so she finds out about us, and she shows up, and everybody shows up. And so the doctor says, I got some bad news for you. I says, what's that? He goes, well, the X-ray showing that you broke your neck. And I look up at him, I'm like, fuck, again? And he goes, what do you mean again? I said, I already broke it once. I said, I really didn't really need to hear that you'd hear about this, you know. He goes, where'd you break it? So I told him, and, you know, they had to go do their calls and everything, yada, yada, yada. And he goes, the next thing I know is somebody took the fucking thing off. Apparently on my X-ray, it still shows my C1 and C2 broken. So they thought I was broken again. But it wasn't. I just knocked myself out and got myself a nice concussion. Thanks, Stuart.
I thought you'd get into a car accident or something.
No, swimming. The problem was that the morning I did it up in New Hampshire where where the trailer is, and I did it around midnight, and the fire department got called around 7:30. I got to the hospital around 8:15. The first hospital. And the problem was they couldn't do anything for me, so they had to ship me off to another hospital to begin with. But I was there all day, because what was happening was that my neck was swollen, and it was swelling, and it wouldn't stop swelling. And they were afraid that my throat was going to swell, and then I was going to suffocate and die. So they wouldn't move me until they can do whatever they needed to do with that. So that was probably the most, the worst part of it, I guess. And then I went down to the other hospital, and they couldn't give me too much of the pain meds because they took my blood alcohol level. Actually, it took blood alcohol level at both hospitals. But the one in Laconia, I was at 0.21, so they wouldn't give me anything for pain, really. So I was kind of screwed. So I got down to Lowell, and by the time I got to Lowell, I think it was at 0.18, and they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna give it to him anyway." And this was all the next day. My blood alcohol level was still sky high. So they did their thing, and I was in there for 14 days. I don't remember most of it because I was in ICU, and they had me on morphine, and I don't remember a fucking thing. Other than think I was dying because it was like, blurry, and all I remember seeing is a guy do this. And I went, wow, I'm dead. Shit. But apparently when they screwed that fucking thing in my head, they were drilling the holes into my skull. Apparently I gave the crew of people that were there a new vocabulary. My sister told my mother, just get out of here, just leave. He's not going to stop, just leave. I was calling everybody the C word, motherfuckers, I'm going to kill you, oh, you cocks. Oh, I was all over everybody. I don't remember it. I don't have zero recollection of them putting that thing on my head. Zero. So I was happy that I didn't have a recollection of it, you know what I mean?
You stirred quite a mustard chat out there.
Right. Actually, Greg, that's not when I stopped drinking. I didn't stop drinking until 15 years ago. I broke my neck when I was pretty much 24 years of age. I'm 48 now. I didn't drink while I had the rack on my head, but as soon as the day it came off, I got shit-faced. But I wish I stopped drinking back then. But yeah, Mindy, you're right. A lot of people hurt themselves swimming like that. But it's like I do that all the time. I did it for years and years and years and years and years.
Did you hit the bottom? Is that the deal?
Yeah. It's a sandy bottom, But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I had a lake that we went to back in the high school days, and we'd have keg parties and stuff up there. And We had a 30-foot cliff that we dive off of, and it was probably only at about 15 feet of water. For anyone who knows anything, you need a foot of water for every foot of height you're diving.
Right.
So, diving 30 feet in the 15,
Not good.
we were always hitting the, but we'd go feet first, and you hit the bottom and just push off. Crazy stuff you do when you're younger, man.
Yep. And the only problem I have is I can't look like straight up. I have to tip my back to like. Let's just say I'm standing outside looking at the stars or something, and there's one directly on my head. I can't tip my neck back to see it. I have to bend my lower back to see it. Other than that, I'm fine. I don't have any, any other, what do you call it? If that's the fucking word I'm looking for. Mobility issues or what have you.
Well, that's good.
Lego my ego. Stepping on Legos ain't fun either. I don't know who just wrote that. Stepping on Legos hurts like a bitch. Fat Joe has to lean back, absolutely.
What's that directly above you on the ceiling, Mikey?
Where, right here? Right there? The star.
Yeah, right. Hey, Mike, you look at that, and he tips over.
Oh, yeah. Nope. That's what it was, though. It was no fun trying to get laid in that thing either.
Gives him something to hold on to.
Right? That neighbor that helped me out of the fridge, the guy, Halloween, he fucking carved out, like little scary faces on apples and put them on my posts. No shit, right, Gear? Yeah, that was a long, long time ago. Now, I guess they just put people in plastic casts, some bullshit. I mean, I'm happy for them, but saw a guy about, I don't know, 7, 8 months ago. Right before the summer, right? I don't know, something like that. Maybe June or whatever the hell, July. But anyway, he had this big ass plastic fucking neck collar on. It came all the way down. And wound up shooting the shit with him, and he said he broke his neck. I'm like, wow. I'm like, oh, you didn't have to wear the halo. The trolls mod power doesn't run out. No shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know how that all works.
I don't either. Dish will have to explain it all.
Yeah, just tell Michelle she's going to have to help out with that. Troll tracking powers activate.
Dish, what do they get you for a hunt license down there anyway?
It was It was only $60, I think.
Oh, that's fucking nothing. I paid exactly twice that much for a Maine hunting license. That's with no tags. That's just with, going for deer. That's not with a bear tag or a bow
Right.
tag.
That was just for a deer, yeah.
But I'm not being funny. This isn't a joke. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah. Yeah. If I read it correctly, it was $60.
No, I'm being dead serious.
I
Just
am too.
become both.
Become both.
Here's what you do. You go to the registry down there and you say, oh, whatever, I moved to, North Carolina, South Carolina, whichever one it is. And most times they're going to take your license, from that whatever state you're at. You know what I mean? So get yourself a duplicate first. You know what I mean? And then that way they say, yeah, here you go. So now you have two licenses. You give them that one, right?
Yeah.
Don't ever denounce your
Old one.
Your old one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't vote in the Carolinas.
Right.
Okay. And you can have dual citizenship. So when you go to, in two states, when you go down there, you want a hunting license down there, you go give me your fucking North Carolina fucking hunting license. I mean, your North Carolina driver's license.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
I know more people that do that with New Hampshire and Mass. Oh.
I was just reason that, like out here, fishing season's only like 7 weeks away.
You guys can only fish a certain time of the year?
Yeah. Well, there's some stuff's open year round, but not very much.
Screw that all to hell.
Right.
Just saying, damn.
Vast majority is second, third week of April till Halloween. I think November stuff starts closing.
Really? Excuse me, really?
It's the same way in Connecticut.
No.
Remember in Connecticut?
I see guys ice fishing in Connecticut.
Yeah, but certain states close.
Really? I know some states close species of fish.
Or certain lakes close.
You know what I'm saying? Like in Dish's home state, you can't, if you're ice fishing, you can't keep a bass. And the only reason I know that rule is because I was watching the MI Timberwookie and 39 Camper last winter. They were ice fishing. They did a video, and my Timbolki caught a bass, and he had to put it back in.
We have a bass season, definitely.
Yep, and you can't keep them during the winter.
I don't keep them at all. I don't like the taste of bass.
No?
No, not in Michigan anyways. They taste like dirt.
Really?
Yeah, they taste like mud to me. They're not. I don't like.
You should try striped bass. Those are nice.
Oh yeah, that's totally different than like a largemouth bass.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
Smallmouth bass are fun to catch.
You know what fish I never eaten out of a lake or the ocean or anything like that, but I mean I've had it at a restaurant, but not, I never caught one. And SKS just mentioned it, is salmon. I've never caught a salmon. I wouldn't know a salmon if it fucking looked at me.
So in a lake, they're called kokanee.
What, salmon?
Landlocked salmon are kokanee.
Oh, we just call them landlocked salmon.
Yeah.
And the only place we have landlocked salmon is the Quabbin anyway.
Yeah,
that
and
I'm
you kind
aware
of
of.
gotta wait for those to get older because they feed on like
Oh yeah.
zooplankton and tiny little stuff, and
When
they're small. They gotta get pretty big for you to catch them.
I was watching an ice fishing video from Alton Bay, New Hampshire, and you can't even pull them out of the fucking hole. You know
They're
what I
so big.
mean? To take your line off. Hey, Joe
Wow.
B, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I didn't know you were out here. Thanks for coming, pal. Yeah, all kinds of salmon in Squiddick Lake. Well, Gerald B, say, hey, Mike, come up to Squiddick Lake, and Mike will come up to Squiddick Lake. Because I'm not going to go up there by myself. What was I saying?
They're too big to pull through the hole.
No, they're not that they're too big. You can't even pull up a salmon through the hole in New Hampshire, or they'll find the shit out of you. So when if you catch a salmon by mistake, right? Ice fishing, I guess. The fish has to stay in the water. You have to take the hook while it's in the water and let them go. I'll do a spring trip.
Yeah, what is it
Good.
out here? Blackmouth, the coho. If you
Yeah.
catch those out of season, all your gear gets confiscated, and it's 1 year in jail and $1,000 fine, I
Wow.
think.
Wow.
I was like, you got to be kidding me! Just for catching a fish?
Oh, dude, you know what they do to you if you're fucking? It's you. Well, you can ask Gerald B now that he's here. But I think it's like like if you shoot a moose and you don't have a license, it's like a $5,000 fine. They yank your license, obviously, and it's a mandatory 3 days or either 3 or 4 days in jail. Mandatory. You going to jail. But yeah, so I never caught a salmon before. Um, I like pickerel, but they're so bony. I still eat them though.
Yeah, they are bony.
I still eat them though.
So you got that chain pickerel there, right?
Yeah, it's the cousin to the pike. That's what I say. It really is too.
I used to fish live bait for those, and those
Yep.
are the weirdest things because what they do is they like to eat the minnows head first.
Yep.
So they come behind them, and they would literally get them tail first, and they'd strip the scales off of them.
Really?
And then they'd swing and come back around and swallow them head first. So
Yep.
when
Maybe that's what hit his bait. In the Gerald, I got a trout Monday. Gerald, I got a rainbow. Maybe that's what hit his bait. We had a minnow the other day that took a headshot.
it's probably what it was. So they mouth them,
Huh.
and if you try to set the hook, you just pull it right out of their mouth. So you got to be patient and wait. Let the bobber go down. Yeah, I used to love that. We can't use shiners out here, out in Washington State. No, just little grubs and worms. That's the only live bait you can use out here. Because like they ruin stuff in New England because they pull shad out of Connecticut River, and fish the lakes with them, and then the shad would get loose, and they were having hard troubles stocking the lakes with little fry because all the fry would just get eaten from the shad. So it ruined some of the trout lakes.
Gerald B, where is Pushaw? It has northern pike in it. Nice. Dish, do you like catching northern pike, honey?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I love them.
Well, apparently a lake or a pond, whichever,
Mhm.
up in Maine, Pushaw, Pushaw,
Mhm.
near Bangor, which really isn't all that far. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But it's really not that bad of a ride,
Mhm.
for me anyway. Well, that's got 15 inches of ice on it to boot.
Wow, that's nice.
Oh, Gerald.
You could go over to the Sizzler afterwards.
You know what I might have to do, Gerald? I just might have to. Next weekend, what day am I going fishing with my brother? Sunday? My wife is going away with the kids Friday and Saturday. She's got the dance thing. And Sunday. I wonder if, and I'm going Thursday, the day before, with WCW. I wonder if I can make this like a 4-day. Wouldn't that be cool? A 4-day fishing expo. Because I can fish in New Hampshire on Thursday. If I go to Maine on Friday and stay over, I can fish Maine on Friday and Mass on Sunday. That's like the trifecta. That would be like a trifecta. 4 hours from Boston, and I'm a half hour, 35 minutes north of Boston. So, yeah, 3.5 hours. That ain't bad.
I'm gonna head out, Mikey.
Yeah, we're going to be heading out here soon, too, sweetie. Am I going to see you tomorrow night? Yes.
I hope so. I hope you'll be
I'll be there tomorrow night.
there. Alrighty.
I promise.
All right, cool. You guys take care.
All right, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Hey, Dish.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah, I'll go, She leaves Friday, Gerald. Gerald, you know what, buddy? You might have something cooking there. Let me see. If I leave FedEx Friday night at 9 o'clock, I'm sure I can get a fucking room somewhere up there. And then I can fish Saturday, right? And then come home Saturday. Oh, I got this all figured out. Now, to see if I can get it by the wife. Night, Mandy. Thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Much appreciated.
Yeah, that's going to be your biggest hurdle, probably.
Oh, getting by the wife? Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, think if you had that stove going, you could have cooked that nice rainbow up right there. Had a snack right on the lake.
Yeah, but we had no ingredients, no, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I didn't have any tin foil or, we had salt and pepper and butter, but we didn't, you know what I mean? I could have. Well, here's one for you, Gerald and Saint. Have you ever cleaned a frozen fish?
I can't say I have.
And I have another question for you. If you freeze a fish with the guts in it, right? Once you thaw it to cook it, can you clean it out and the fish be okay?
I've always cleaned it out before frozen, but I know where you're going with this because it froze out there.
Yeah. I don't see.
So since it froze immediately out there,
but I don't understand why, if it froze out there, right? So why can't I put it when I come home? I wanted to put it in my freezer, and my wife's like, "Oh no, you should clean that first." Da, 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 da. I mean, I don't know.
part thawed enough to freeze it or to clean it, maybe.
It was fun cleaning it when it was frozen. Stuck the fucking knife in the ass, fucking whoop, right up the belly. I went like this with one finger. Whoosh, poof, all came out. Everything was frozen.
Wow, when it came out that easy?
It was, and his fucking intestines were like this long. I guess that's what happens when they freeze. Yeah.
As long as you got all that out, you should be good.
All I see is meat when I look and, I split it up the middle, and all you see is meat. So. No, Greg. Shattered on the cutting board, but. So my wife says, "What are you going to do with the rest of the fish?" And I go, I might try to catch a coyote. You can't. I'm like, I know.
So what's the lesson learned? Got it right there at the lake when you catch them?
No, I'll still throw them on the ice, let it freeze, and I'll bring it home. I don't give a shit. All right. Before we leave tonight, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're the boss, Saint.
Yep. Oh, he's getting something. What are we in here? We're in for something here, folks. This should be good. What is he getting? Is he getting a fish? Is it show and tell time? Something else? Did he just leave to go out and have a smoke? He's putting us on. No, he's been smoking inside tonight. Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
What's he got?
What is she? Oh, she wrote something in the thing and I never saw it.
They're putting numbers out there, Mike.
Hang on. What did I miss? You put numbers out there. He found his knife? No, devil kid did not find my knife. Can't go out and smoke. No, I'm right here.
Freeze it in the kitchen cold water and run to prepare it to cook.
Sorry I coughed everybody's ear. I'm going to hit the cough button I missed. Freeze, then in the kitchen, cold water. Yeah, no, I'll clean it out before I cook it. But hey, Yeti, what's up? I got to stay a little while now. Yeti's here. I ain't, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's the important thing. It froze right away. It's bad when that stuff's sitting around for a while.
Oh, dude, this thing froze.
Probably like 15 minutes.
Yeah, he was all done. He was all done.
That's nice though. 17 inches.
I didn't fillet it though, Stuart. I left it. I just gutted it. A, I don't know how to fillet. B, filleting a trout, I guess, is different than filleting panfish. So, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if you were here, Stuart, when I mentioned it earlier. Saj has a video out how he cooked his trout. So they were giving me suggestions on what to do. So I think I'm going to take those suggestions. Use some lemon, use some tangerine, obviously salt, pepper, garlic, some butter. I forget the other ingredients they said to use, and put tin foil, preheat the oven 350, 25 minutes, boink, done. And they said that fucking thing will come right up. The skin will come off, and the spine will come off, and I'll be all set. I actually chopped the head off of it, but it did take the cheek meat out though.
Yeah, I'm surprised when you told your wife you only had one trout. She didn't say, "I'm not talking about the one in your trousers."
Oh, she would have said no. If I said that, she would have said minnow.
Yeah, but all the fishing shows are coming around.
Yeah, I don't eat the. I don't do the eyeballs. I'll do the head, the meat in the head and the cheek, but I'm gonna get. I want to catch some pumpkin seed and do some fillet. And then now watching Working Class Woodsman, right? He made the cut, and then he made the cut like that, straight cut. Then he angled it, and he ran the blade flat along the backbone, and he just right down to the tail, flipped it over. He flipped it with a knife. It folds over for him. And then he says, watch this. And he grabs the skin from the tail because it's like this much. Grabs that, puts the fillet knife underneath that. Boom. And then, he cuts out the part of the rib cage that's there. And so a panfish I could probably attempt to do, but yeah, the head should go in the garden. You're right. I'm with you there, Greg. Yeah, no eyeballs me either, Joe. That's just not me. No.
Yeah.
I know people that eat them. That's all the power to you. I got no problem with that. Do as you wish. I'll definitely never knock anybody for eating all that.
What was that song back in the 80s? Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Fish
Eat
heads,
'em up, yum.
Eat 'em up, yum.
What the hell was that?
Hell, Pusha had all kinds of pumpkin seed fish. Don't know if the pike have cleaned them out yet. Oh, really? And I love catching pumpkin seed, don't you? Don't you? I love when my 9-year-old daughter and my 11-year-old daughters, they'll land a fucking 1 pound pumpkin seed, and that fucking thing takes off like it's a fucking whale or a shark or something, and the bobber goes fucking 4 feet down, and like daddy, and I just reel it in, and I won't help them reel it in either. That's one thing I won't do. They're old enough now, and I tell them it's fair chase. You catch it, you reel it in. You don't catch it, you don't. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. Okay, daddy. And they're reeling that piss out of the thing. And of course, the only thing I try to do is I walk over, try to, like my daughter caught like a 4 pound bass on a goddamn Spider-Man little, $10 Walmart Spider-Man fishing rod. And so I'm trying to set the drag on that fucking stupid ass thing. But other than that, but they reel them in, and it's a pumpkin seed, and it's like, oh, that's one of these days, you some bitches, I'm just gonna fillet you right up. But again, I can't eat the freaking. Well, I can, but they go fishing up there like at least once or twice a weekend up there.
I think that's the most important thing, that the kids catch something, because then they'll have good memories. Because they're just sitting there bored, playing with stuff on the shore.
See, that's my kid. That's my son. My son hates fishing.
But they're catching stuff.
Yep.
They'll remember to have a good experience, and then they'll want to go fishing again for the rest of their lives. But if they have a bad time and they're bored, yeah.
And believe me, I love to fish. I'm not a fisherman, like i.e., I cannot tell you what bait to use for this fish. I can't say you da 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 da. I can't say da da. I don't know. I'm looking at a jig one time, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's all blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. Here's what I do when I go fishing. I use a rubber worm with the kids. And a bobber sometimes. Myself, I use different, lures or whatever, but other than that, you know what I'm saying here? I know guys that are fishermen. They will tell you what bait does this, but they will tell you, you know what I'm saying? And like me, I never used live bait. I never used a live minnow or what do you call it? Shiners.
Yep.
Except for the shines I caught, or the small pumpkin seeds that I'd catch on my rod, or my daughters would catch. They're like this big. And I never hooked them in the spine. I used to just hook them in the mouth, and the bass would just take the whole thing anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you look in Sarge's video about the ice fishing we had Monday, he was showing me to put it through the back of the, we were putting the hooks through the spine. Well, not through the spine, but behind the dorsal fin.
Yeah.
Of the minnow. He's like, don't put it too close. Don't put it too far.
They die early.
because you'll kill
Yeah.
it. But you got to get it just right. I'm like, okay. Of course, me, I went right across the top thinking I was going to, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I did it again. And not one of the minnows I put on died. So I must have did it right. But, so that was new for me. Because like I said, the last time I went ice fishing, I was just jigging, and I was jigging with a regular fishing rod. It wasn't even a ice fishing pole. It was just a regular fishing rod I was jigging with. But
fishing with minnows is awesome.
yeah, it was.
And you're guaranteed to catch stuff too. Just I would refrain from the summer because when it gets hot, they're going to die in the bucket early. Even if you have an aerator, you got to be throwing ice in the bait bucket to keep the water cool. So in the spring and in the fall, and it's typically when you're fishing anyway.
Right.
Summertime, it's hot. You're off doing other things. Spring and fall are hunting and fishing seasons. So, and then you don't have to worry about the bait too much.
Yeah, we had an aerator Monday. Sarge had a bait bucket with an aerator in it. I had a bait bucket, but I didn't have an aerator in it. I just used it to carry the fish. But we did have some smelts mixed in with some shiners too, so that was kind of cool. Hey, Gerald B, you got to go on Working Class Woodsman's page. He was out with Sarge a week or so ago. He caught a sucker through the ice, dude. Through the ice, he caught a sucker. The thing was huge. It was fucking absolutely huge. You gotta go watch it. It's unreal.
What you might like, Mike, is doing some saltwater short casting. Just get some mackerel, cut up into little chunks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Throw it on the hook and toss it out there.
Freeze it. Yeah, I do that. Surf casting for schoolies. I've done that. Yeah.
Sit back, have a cigarette, just relax, let it float around out there, let the tide drag it across and in a little bit. 20 minutes, get up, reset it, check your bait, sit back down, and just relax, do it all over again.
You know what makes a great rod holder when you're doing that?
PVC pipe.
PVC pipe.
And I don't buy the fancy ones in the store. I go to Home Depot and I cut my own legs. I do all kinds of stuff.
Inch and a half PVC. Cut the one end at an angle. Boom. You're all set.
And I'd usually do 2 lines, one on each side.
Yep.
And they both kind of move with the tide. So grab the inside one, toss it, then the outside one.
But I've
double your chances.
I was up at Plum Island up here in Mass, and we were doing that, and I caught a seagull.
Oh no.
So my ex-girlfriend's brother's looking at me, going, Mike, you got a seagull. I said, how do you know? He's really a line in. I got my line in, showing and stuff. See the seagull's head going, And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I let the line go. Some bitch starts flying away. I'm like, oh, bullshit, dude. I just fucking put that hook on there and all that. I says, fuck that. He's might cut your line. I'm like, I ain't cutting my line. And I went, whoop, reeled that some bitch in. Killed it. Got my fucking hook. The next thing I hear is, that's a fine for doing that. No, I didn't even turn around. I took the fucking thing, slit its throat, and I threw it as far as I could fucking throw it for fish food. And he says, I hear this voice again say, did you not hear what I just said? And I turned my head, and there's the fucking warden. Oh, boy. That's when I found out that seagulls were protected.
Yep.
As soon as he wrote me out the $250 fine for it.
Oh,
yeah. Do you know those are protected? I go, no, I don't. You sure? No, I don't know that they're protected. He says, and why would you slit its throat? I said, it was going to die anyway. I ripped half its fucking shit out. I said, so I was actually just fucking helping it. I said, so then I put it back in the water. Now it's fish food.
Yep.
$250 fucking $. I was pissed. Not at him, at me. You know, I did. What the fuck? I didn't know.
Hmm.
Next time I should listen to somebody that says, "Might cut your line." But yeah,
Yeah,
and then it was in Gloucester, Mass, and we're on this jetty. It's like a half mile long in Gloucester Harbor, and you can walk down on the. Okay, so the jetty's here, and on the side of the jetty, there's like a 18-inch lip on both sides. So that's where guys stand and lean up against the jetty, and they'll fish. So I'm fishing, and I land one, right? I land a striper, and this guy beside me, a little Chinese guy, he's using 2 poles, okay, and he come over. Oh, you got a fish? You got a fish? He purposely walks on my line. I mean, he sees the rod like this, right? And he walks to my line, snaps it. I'm like, oh, wonderful. I go, what the fuck did you do? So we get in an argument. What do? Now, this is back in my drinking days. Took him by the fucking shirt collar in the middle of the back, right in the drink. My girlfriend's up at the top sunbathing, and she says, does this mean we have to leave? I go, no, I can still stay here, can't I? She goes, you just threw somebody in the fucking water. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I said, all right, we can leave. So we wound up leaving. But
Yep.
it
Yeah,
was
what was
fun.
it? I was fishing out on Cape Cod. Hadn't had much luck. It was getting towards the end of the evening. The sun's starting to set, and gonna call it and have dinner because it's summer, so it's 8:30. It's time for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just let my lines just come in. I didn't care about them. Having a little bit of fun with my brother-in-law, finishing our beers and whatnot. And what I didn't realize is by letting that line come in, it had come in to the point where the waves are breaking, and actually a lot of fish cruise or where the waves break on the shore because it's turning up all the sand and exposing little crustaceans and
Right.
little crabs or whatnot. So stuff's getting all turned up right in that area. So right there, right on top of the shoreline, you'll have fish. And sure enough, something was cruising that, found my bait and hit it. So I hit something maybe
That's awesome.
two pole length off. So I didn't catch anything all evening. I finally landed something. So
That's awesome. Good night, Greg. Thanks for coming.
yep.
No, that's cool. You know, like I said, were you here when I told you how I caught the rainbow? I didn't even use the flag never went up.
It didn't?
We're sitting there, you know what, let's go check the bait. And I'm like, okay. We'll go to check the bait. And we're about 8 to 10 feet of water, 10 to 12 feet offshore. And no word of exaggeration, you can see the video on Sarge's and on my channel. You can see it on Sarge's channel. Mine's only a minute long. Sarge's did a great job. Anyway, this thing had to have taken all of 100 feet of fucking line.
The flag never went off?
Flag never went off. You'll see in the video, it's all the lines, all spaghetti. And then I bring the trout up. It's unfucking believable.
Wow.
Didn't get caught in any debris, which even of itself is something fucking hilarious. And the flag never went up. I get there, there's a 17-inch rainbow trout on the end of it.
You're lucky you didn't have a grumpy old men situation.
Oh, right.
Your pole goes in.
Oh, you know what's funny? Who that happened to? Joe and Zach Survival on YouTube. He did that. He put his line down. He's in a shanty out there in Minnesota, right? And he put his fishing rod down, and I guess he got a hit right in the hole. It went. Goodbye. Gone and lost forever. Well, them northern pike out there are fucking huge. Yeah, 20-pound pike that'll pull anything. Boom. See ya.
Will you ever see the well, a long time ago it used to be, but the opening credits of a show called The Inn Fisherman?
Yeah.
They're up in the upper northwest, middle part there, Midwest. It's got a picture of a pike. It's got to be in Canada or something. I don't know, maybe Lake of the Woods or something. But thing comes up and just snatches a duck right off the water surface. Those things will eat a whole duck. They just come right up and just snap them off the surface. That's insane.
It is actually.
Jaws or something.
Right.
But I tell you, the one thing that I hate, I was night fishing. You ever catch an eel?
Yep.
I hate those
I
things.
caught it during the day, but not at night. But yeah, I thought an eel was like a snake, and I found out the hard way they're not.
No, they're a fish.
But I mean, the feel of them. That thing
Oh,
had more
it's-
slime on it than you can shake a stick at.
And they'll wrap right up around your arm and everything, too.
So I'm fishing. I was a kid. I was like 13 years old. And there was a guy probably 20 feet away from me. Oh, Stuart, anytime, my friend. I know you have been. You've always been here. And I thank you very much for that, my friend. And you have a great weekend also.
Yeah.
So I turned to the guy, and he said, "What do you got there?" I said, "I got a snake." He said, "No, you don't. You got an eel." So I go, "Oh, cool." I said, "I'm trying to grab it to take the hook out, because I'm an idiot. I'm 13." He goes, "Son, come over here." I go, "Well, Gerald, it's got my picture, me and my wife and my kid. Me and my wife and my son in his football gear. You can't miss it for the picture." What was I saying?
So you said, come over here, son.
So he comes over here. He says, "Come over here, son. I'll take care of that for you." I'm like, "Okay." He takes his knife out, snip. "You're all set."
Oh, just cut the line? Yep, that's what I did.
So I come home. I go home, and my grandpa said, "Hey, Mikey, did you get anything?" He goes, "Yeah, I caught an eel, Papa." He said, "Oh, good. Where is it?" I goes, "Oh, well, there's a guy that helped me try to take it off." I says, "Papa, I was trying to take it off the hook." He goes, "You don't take eel off a hook." He goes, "You cut the line." I go, "Yeah, that's what he did." So he says, "What'd he do with it?" As we threw it back. "God damn it, don't." He's like, "You catch eels, you bring them home to me." About a week and a half later, I caught an eel, and I brought it home to him. He fucking cleaned it and ate it.
Wow.
Yep.
So here's a fun fishing fact for you. Did you know that those swim all the way down to Bermuda?
Yeah, one's
to
in the
mate?
rivers.
Yeah, they mate.
Yeah,
And then they come back up into the rivers, and then eventually they'll
because mine's
go up a stream, and they'll make their way up into a lake. But then they have trouble getting back out of the lake if it's dammed. So once they come way up, they make it up into a lake. That's where they'll stay. Otherwise, the ones in the rivers will take off and go back down again. But
I still think it was great the night my sister-in-law, they're out on the bridge up north in their horn pouting. For those that don't know what horn pout is, that's what we call catfish. And our catfish aren't those 40-pounders you see on TV. We have a little 1 pounder, 1.5 pounder, 2 pound catfish up here.
bullheads.
Yeah. And anyway, So they're horn pouting, and the bridge we were on is, it's like only probably 5 feet above, 6 feet above the water's the top of the water, and then you can walk down this little dirt pot. You just step over the guardrail and walk down. You can fish from this rock. So that's where my brother went, because my sister-in-law is like, oh, I got the bottom, I got the bottom. So he went down, and he grabbed, as soon as he grabbed the line, he's like, no, honey, that's a fish. Reel it in. Set the drag, reel it in. So she set the drag. She's reeling. She set the drag, reeling. Anyways, long story short, horn pouting. What did she catch? 7.5 pound largemouth bass. That's on the wall in the fucking cottage. I am Lance TV. Welcome. Why?
Yeah, 7.5. That's pretty good for New England.
Oh yeah. Where did my wall? That some bitch went. Well, his wall in the cottage. It's not a joint, bro. It's a cigarette. I don't smoke that shit. I'm a little bit too old to be smoking that shit. But yeah, I'm now Joe's got me thinking.
Well, your car's going to be loaded up with all your stuff anyway.
Yep. Oh, Gerald. So I didn't line my Gerald. I didn't line my
Your trout rod?
No, my tip ups. I got the Frable, the 10-inch round Frables. When I line that, right,
you want to peel off the top.
Do I line that towards me counterclockwise? I mean, wait a minute. If I'm lining it and if I'm looking at the spool, am I lining it this way, towards me or away from me? Because I saw a video and they said that all right, thanks, Cheryl. I'll get it. I was watching a video on it, and somebody said that you have to counterclockwise.
Well, you're gonna want to reel clockwise, right?
Well, no, this would be
reeling clockwise. If you're holding it in front of you, you'd be clockwise.
Away from you. So that's counterclockwise. If you're looking at the spool,
and that's pulling it in.
No, but away from you. If you're looking at the spool, right? You're looking at the spool. It's an empty spool, okay? If you're doing it away from you, you're going backwards. No, that's counterclockwise. Because if you turn the spool this way and all right, so you're doing it away from you, right? And then you turn the spool away, and so it's facing you, you're going backwards. You're going counterclockwise. All right, so I'll turn it around.
Actually, can you do that? Does the spool pop off so you can just flip it?
I don't know. I was about to ask Gerald be that too. Because you know me, you think I saved a direction or something to learn how to line a tip up? No.
It probably does.
I'm sure I can watch 42,000 videos on how to line a fucking 10-inch Rabel tip up. So
you don't need the little mini rod and reel that's all to tip up with the reel?
No. The tip up, it just has a spool. And then, your line hangs down. And then the fish hits it and it takes it. But the little rod, that's for jigging. I think I might go to the store tomorrow and buy 2 more Frables. They're given to me for Christmas. I got two Frables and a jigging rod, and then he did my antlers for me. But and they're insulated so the hole doesn't freeze. If you turn them over, there's actually styrofoam on the bottom of them, so the hole doesn't freeze.
Oh, nice.
So set it over the hole. And
Right, busting out the old soup ladle, getting all
Yeah.
nice out.
You can run 5 lines. I forget what I can run here. What do we run? We ran in New Hampshire. I think WCW let me run 3. And I think he ran. Yeah, I forget how much it is.
Did you guys just walk sleds out there?
Yeah, oh yeah. You gotta go on my. Well, no, go on. Well, you can go on my channel and look at the videos I did on it. But then go on Sarge's. Woodsman
Because I
School.
watched your videos, but I didn't.
Woodsman School and Guide Service. Go on his and watch his ice video, one of it. And I'm pulling the sled. And let me tell you something. I am huffing and a puffing. Yeah, 4 tip-ups and a jigging rod's cool. I think that's what I'll do. Good idea, Gerald B. Thank you, sir. I think I'm going to, I'll go buy 2 more Frables tomorrow. What, Gerald, 4-pound test?
Yeah.
4-pound test should be all right. So it's a 4-pound test. Braided, probably. So that's 4 tip-ups. So, Joe, what do I need?
Does that work, that softer line? Does braided softer line work?
Yeah.
With
Joe,
ice fishing?
Joe, hang on 1 second. How much? Yeah, oh yeah. Joe, how much line do I need for each spool?
It should say it on there. Probably like 180 yards.
Yeah, probably right.
Well, if it's 4-pound test, maybe more.
So I'll probably have to, I'll just buy 3 rolls. Line. Yeah, the regular braided ice line, right? Yep.
Okay, they make ice line, specific ice line.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'll see if my buddy let me take his auger. He's got a power auger. I'll have to buy a sled while I'm there too. So I'll buy a sled. Or I might just go to fucking Walmart and buy a fucking kid sled.
Man,
the spools are about the spools on the bottom of the Frables. They're about, I don't know, 3 inches long.
You should have hunted some garage sales over the summer.
I know, right?
Picked up some of this stuff. But whatever.
I might just look Craigslist and look for it. But then I won't get my points out of Dick's. I like to get my what do you call it, points from Dick's, you know.
I'm not going to touch that one. Yeah, Dick's is good for stuff like that. Not so much for the shooting sports, but
no, they're high on that shit. But I go in because like now is the best time to buy all your hunting gear.
yeah,
I was in there last week. Everything's on clearance. You know, you can't buy turkey shit on clearance, but you know, all your winter clothes you can buy now on clearance. I just bought a pair of boots. Shit, a month ago. And a fucking $80-something pair of fucking boots. I think I got them for fucking $61 or $58 or some shit like that.
Yep. Cool.
No, they don't. Mine came unspooled. Mine doesn't have any line on them. Is that what you mean by that? When you wrote they both have full spool of braided line in them?
I think he's saying when you buy them brand new, they might come loaded.
No, I looked. Mine not. I have 0 line on the bottom. I have to do it. I haven't spooled the fucking line. Dude, I can't tell you the last time I did it. So maybe if I just turn the top. Joe, if I turn the top, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because you can use the top as a reel. It sticks up. And just do it that way.
I usually just put a pencil through the spool.
Yeah. And then what? Just wrap it by hand?
I've got a couple of different ways. Or typically, you can just put the spool flat on the ground and reel it. So don't have it going up and down. Just
Right.
have it laying flat on its side, and it usually will peel off. You just have to worry about line twist a little bit doing it that way. Or I'd get a pencil.
Right.
And figure out a way to balance it on something, get it something so it would just spin. But then once you get reeling, it'll overspin on you and coil.
Right. That's what I don't want to happen.
But the best one I came up with though is to save your old spool. And when you go to strip the line off and change it, I just take a regular a lug washer and nut, a big eyelet one, and I stick that through there, and then tighten it with the nut, and the rest of the threaded, put that on the end of a drill, and then you can just drill it right off your reel, and it just winds up on the old spool, and you toss it out.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. It's 3:05 on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get out of here. So listen, again, thanks a million for coming in. Much appreciated. You guys stuck it out like Stu Design did. He stuck it out when I was here by myself. So enjoy. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you guys in Jamie time tomorrow night, have a great weekend. Or if Jamie time's not your thing, it's okay.
Next week.
Go check out, if you're into bushcraft and camping and all that, go check out the chat at 10 o'clock. Freedom Bushcraft has. Okay? All right, you guys. We're out of here. Peace.
Take it easy.
Enjoy.